Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review for this afternoon's live commentary between Bournemouth and Newcastle United. I am joined by my good buddy Billy Bob for this one again, and we are thoroughly looking forward to it. We'll come to the team news in just a moment. There is a couple of surprises there. It's become the norm with Eddie Howe, of course. If you do enjoy today's stream, guys, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It is vitally important that we keep those coming in. And of course, if you're new and you like what you see, please do subscribe to the channel. We are one subscriber away from 25,000 subscribers. One. So hopefully we'll hit that today. So do hit the subscribe button if you are new. You do have to be a subscriber, of course, to be able to put anything in the chat today, to take part in the chat. That's just so no spoilers come in. Obviously, I'm watching Sky online, so it's about 30 seconds behind. So you will have to pause your TV if you want to be in sync with me and Billy. But that's the norm for our watch-alongs, and everybody normally stands by that and respects everybody else as well. No spoilers, or the mods will time you. We've just lost a subscriber. Can you believe that, Billy? Hit the notification bell as well if you are new, and that will tell you when we upload any videos or we schedule our live shows. You can become a member of the Toon Review by hitting the join button just underneath me and Billy. And, of course, you can donate to the channel if you do so wish by hitting the super chat button, which is that $ underneath the live comments, and that will take you to a payment method. And, of course, you get your comment read straight out. We're back to one away. So there you go.
I'm back one down again.
Somebody's playing funny buggers. Obviously, some idiots in the chat, or idiots watching, I do say, not in the chat, but there you go. So thank you very much, guys. And if you expect everything for no spoilers when we do get the match underway. Right, let's take a look at the sides, shall we? This is how we line up this afternoon. We go with Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Jamal Lascelles, the captain, Fabian Schär, Lewis Hall at left back, Lewis Miley comes in for Bruno, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Willock, and Gordon. On the bench, we have Dubravka, Gillespie, Dummett, Ritchie, Kraft, Livramento, Alex Murphy, Diallo, and Parkinson. I think that's the weakest subs bench we've had in a long time, Billy.
Yeah, it's very strange that we've had to put a little. Well, it's not strange. We know the situation we're in. As far as I can see, there's 2 attackers on that bench, and both those are kids. The rest are either defenders or goalkeepers, and Ritchie as well, of course.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Alex Murphy back there. I mean, he had a good pre-season.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can't see him getting on the pitch, so with Kraft and Dummett on the bench, but who knows? We're now over 25k for the time being, but there we go.
Yes. We'll wait about half an hour, Billy, and see what we're on then. We'll not count just yet.
The big talking point is no Livramento, only on the bench.
Yeah, what do you make of that, Billy? Because I think Livramento will be disappointed, because I think the way he's played, he deserves to be in that starting lineup as far as I'm concerned. He shouldn't be left out. I know Lewis Hall is a natural left back, but wow, I'm astounded by that decision.
No, I'm just thinking maybe they want to rest him. I don't know. If anyone needs to rest this Trippier, it's obvious to see. He's a young lad, he should be okay. To me, I'd have rested Trippier and put Livramento at right back. But on the back of 2 excellent games, he's been put to the bench. So, yeah, it's an odd decision. But who are we to kind of question what Eddie Howe does? Because he always comes out right, doesn't he?
Yep, he always throws the curveballs in, doesn't he? This is how the home side line up. They go with Neto in goal, Aarons, Zabanye, Senesi, Kelly, Cook, Christie, Clivert, Semenyo, sorry, I do apologise. Solanke and Tavernier. Now, Billy, I know we're weak. We've got a little bit of a weakened lineup, but I'm still confident we should win this game.
Yeah, we should really. They've got a bit of pace up front and a lot of power. They've got a few ratties in the midfield, people that like to leave the foot in, little Yorkshire Terriers type players like Cook and Christie. And they've got a couple of kind of solid defenders. Senesi's he's another one that likes to keep his foot in. He's a hard defender. But really, even with that side that we've got out today, we should have too much of Bournemouth. We really should.
I agree. Lars Landskog, thank you very much for gifting 5 Toon Review memberships. Very kind. And the people that have those memberships are Kelvin Adam, Mark, Deep Thinking, James Weller, and Paul Hutton. They've all got some memberships from Lars. Thank you very much, Lars. Basil Brush, thank you for becoming a member. I think that's a renewal. But welcome back, and thank you again for your support. And we have a $4.99 super chat in from Ian H. And that basically says, when I can get it up on my screen, there it is, $4.99. Toon fan from the US here. Have a trip planned in February to see us at home versus Bournemouth. Should I buy a hospitality ticket or a dodgy site? How are the lads? I would never recommend a dodgy site. I think if you're gonna go and pay the money for hospitality, I would rather do that than buy off a dodgy website, Billy.
Well, yeah, you're probably paying the same money off a dodgy site anyway as what you would for hospitality ticket, and at least your hospitality ticket's going to be bona fide. So, yeah, the hospitality is the best way of doing it, I'm sure.
Yeah, undoubtedly. Right, obviously, Billy, this is going to be, Bournemouth are a footy side. They either play brilliantly or they play very poorly. And, they've had some difficult results of late. How, with that changed lineup for us, I mean, do we change the way we play, or do you think Eddie says, go out, play your normal game, guys, play the free-flowing football, the passing football that we're so used to? Or do we keep it quiet for 10, 15 minutes and then go on the counter?
No, I think it's as usual. I think it's front foot as much as we can, and obviously straight away, it'll be the same system. It'll be 4-3-3 as we can look at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's front foot stuff. Try and keep the quiet, get the crowd quietened, because they are, even for a small ground, they do make a bit of noise, there's a bit of atmosphere, and it's nice and closed in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be our job to kind of get on the front foot early doors and get ahead and take from there. Really, it can be. This can be an easy game for us. It also might not be, because if we do get kind of on the back foot, then their crowd will get into it. We don't want that.
Lars says, my time to give something back, having been gifted a few memberships myself. I've enjoyed your channel through some tough times, so it's more than deserved. Thank you all. Hopefully get us a win today. Absolutely. Sensible Monica says, go hospitality all day long. Those sites are a nightmare in terms of reliability. Indeed. Billy, it's a big day for Lewis Miley today. Obviously stepping into Bruno's shoes, which is never easy to do, let's be honest. But Lewis Miley has proved to me over pre-season and the games he's played this year that he's more than capable. But he just needs to play his normal game, hopefully not get too nervous. And the older players around, like Trippier and Fabian Schär, Jamal Lascelles, they'll all rally around the kid.
Yeah, we just want a mature performance from him. Get the ball, give it off, get us on the front foot. In a different way to what Bruno does. Obviously, he's not going to be beating players, but just get the ball, don't give it away, and just sit in front of the back four. Hopefully, keep us nice and solid. That's his job, and he's been maturing way ahead of his years so far when he's played for us. So I've got no danger with him today doing it. Yep,
absolutely. Of course, Philip Billing not playing for Bournemouth. Billy, you mentioned him on the preview show last night, and he's not playing, so that is a boost for us.
Yeah, he's caused us lots of trouble last year. In the home game, he's plonked himself on Joe Linton and totally took him out of the game, and then found time to go up to the end and kind of score also. So yeah, he's a good player, Billing. He's very underrated, and he will be missed by them today. Absolutely will be.
Yeah. Tampa Toon, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. Congratulations on reaching 25,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, Tampa Toon. That is very, very kind. Now, just to bring you up to date with the scores from today, in the Premier League, lunchtime kickoff finished Wolves 2, Tottenham 1. Wolves scoring 2 basically inside the last part of injury time. Incredible game. I listened to that on the radio, and it was incredible. Johnson scoring for Tottenham after 3 minutes, Sarabia on 91 minutes, and then Lamina with a winner on 97. Incredible victory, but by all accounts, Wolves deserved that today. So,
without the best player as well, Neto not playing. I know Spurs are down to kind of a few injuries and suspensions, what have you.
Absolutely,
nowhere near the strength they were when they played us. So
I
think Spurs' start of the season is going to come down to earth with a bit of a bang.
Yeah, it has dropped off a little bit, hasn't it? At the Emirates, it finished Arsenal 3, Burnley 1. Trossard giving Arsenal the lead in first half injury time before Brownhill equalised for Burnley on 54. But Saliba on 57 and Zinchenko on 74 sealed the victory for Arsenal. At Selhurst Park, it finished Crystal Palace 2, Everton 3. Everton's turnaround this season, Billy, has been quite substantial. I mean, they're on a really good run of form. Mikalenko scored for Everton in the first minute of the game. Eze equalised on 5 minutes with a penalty. Doucouré then put Everton back in front. Edouard then equalised for Palace, but Idrissa Gueye winning the match on the 86th minute for Everton. They have really turned a corner, Everton, by the looks of things, Billy.
They're still doing that same physical, dour way of dice, though, and it's
I know, but it's working.
They may get that 12-point penalty now. They're accumulating a few, because if they hadn't accumulated a few, I don't think they would have. So let's hope they get the deduction and get them back down where they belong, because that kind of football doesn't belong in the Premier League. I've got to be honest. Not from a side that isn't kind of a promoted side, or they've been there for donkey's years, and they're still just basically stinking out the league. Let's be honest, Everton.
Well, talk about stinking out the lead. Manchester United won, Luton 0 at Old Trafford. Lindelof on 59 minutes. Manchester United scrape by Luton Town, Billy, by a 1-0.
Yes, the archetypal Manchester United performance, wasn't it? Scraping by, winning 1-0. Whether it deserved or not, it should be deserved against a side of Luton's magnitude. I mean, okay, Luton at home, they're different, get the fish, but away from home, they've been cannon fodder for everyone, apart from Everton, strangely enough. But yeah, because you'd expect more for Manchester United than that, surely.
Well, I would expect so, but the scrape to another 3 points. In the Championship, Sunderland beat Birmingham 3-1 in the lunchtime kickoff in the Championship. Rooney still yet to record a victory since moving to Birmingham. And Middlesbrough got a fantastic result, beating Leicester City 1-0 today, which Middlesbrough have turned things around, Billy, up to 10th now in the table. So, Carrick under serious pressure earlier on in the season. Remarkably, they've turned things around.
Yeah, I think he's quite a promising young manager, Carrick. I think he didn't panic. He kept playing the same style. They're not a good side to watch, actually, Middlesbrough. They're not the archetypal Championship side of kick it and run. They do play some nice stuff. Yeah, and fair play to Carrick, and fair play to the chairman, because he stuck by him, because lots of chairmen wouldn't have. Yeah,
I think he'd have been out, certainly after the first 6 or 7 games. Mary, thank you for gifting 5 Toon Review memberships. That is incredibly kind. Thank you. And the 5 that have benefited from Mary's kindness is Kendo, Paul S., Martin Watson, Geordie Toon for Life, and Jim23. You have all got a 3 months membership. And of course, you can continue that, once you come to the end of it, if you so want to. We have a £10 super chat in from Tommy Cockles. Really enjoyed your chat with Alice last night, boys. Thank you very much, Tommy. And a £10 super chat from Ian Badman, who says, "Hi, guys. Looking forward to listening to your great commentary of the game as I'm outside the hospital waiting for my mum to leave us for a space in heaven. God bless. Just needed a break from it." Ian, I'm sorry. So sorry to hear that. But hopefully the lads will put on a display and get 3 points. And I know it won't make you feel any better, but you know what I mean by that. Well, me and Billy will do our best to bring you a very good commentary show while you're waiting outside the hospital. But thoughts and prayers are with you, buddy. They really are. Horrible news, but hopefully we'll get 3 points to soften it a little bit.
Instantly, Lewis Miley today becomes Newcastle's youngest ever Premier League starter. 17 years, 194 days.
Yep. I think so. Paul Borrowdale says Trippier's been poor in his last games. Livramento should have been an automatic choice. He's never going to be an automatic choice over Trips at the minute, Billy.
No, definitely not. But I mean, Trippier has been found once, and I think it's down to fatigue more than anything, because we know what kind of quality that is. He's one of the best right backs in the world, let alone the country. I think he needs a rest. He's not going to get one next week. He's away with England. To me, it was an ideal game for Livramento. But that's Eddie Howe paying Bournemouth the ultimate respect, I guess.
Well, the thing is as well, Callum Wilson obviously hasn't travelled either. No. And yet I haven't seen anything say that he's been pulled out of the England squad, which I found incredible. If he's not fit enough to go and even be on the bench, Billy, how is he fit enough to go into the England squad next week? I don't get it. I just do not get that.
Patiently, is it? But let's be honest, the chances of him playing in any of the games are pretty slim also. Harry Kane plays each and every game.
But they are playing 2 pretty dreadful teams, aren't they? So,
I mean Malta is a qualifying game. We need to win to get our qualifications sorted. So Kane's going to play in that.
Yeah.
Whether he plays in the one after that, I don't know. But I don't know.
Oh,
it is strange.
Apparently, we're in surely. Are we in our green kit today?
We are.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
They're using that more and more, aren't they?
Oh,
we're going to get green. We're going to have a green kit every year now. You know that.
Yeah, well, of course we are. John Wilson says, how are the free memberships allocated? Is it for anyone who subscribes? Well, yeah, you need to subscribe, but you also need to, I think when you go to get a membership, you can put your name down to be available for a free membership. I think that's how it works. Don't quote me on that. But I think
it was just random, isn't it?
No, I think you have to put your name down to be on the to be on a waiting list, Billy. I think.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm sure it is. Vortex, thank you for your £10 super chat. He says, congrats on 25k. Been with you since 7k Q&A with His Royal Highness King Dave, RIP. Kept me going through very dark days. You've risen to the top just like the Mighty Mags. Well done. And thank you, lads, mods, and chat. Thank you so much, Vortex. I know you've been with us a very, very long time. We are going to do a special 25k Q&A as well. We're going to get your best bits, especially the guys that have been following us from the early days as well. What has been your best bits about the show and things like that. So we're going to do a very special 25k show, which should be a good laugh, if anything, Billy.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
When we get to milestones, it's always a good laugh doing the special shows for that.
Yeah. And listen, it's you guys that get us there. So you need to take a lot of the praise as well. We've, yes, we do a lot of hard work behind the scenes, doing all these shows for you, bringing you live shows most days a week, recorded shows, etc. But if you guys didn't watch them or didn't come back, then, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So, it's sometimes Billy's been an angel for me by stepping in when I haven't been too well with the illness. As people know, that sometimes affects me really badly in spells where I can't come on. But Billy and Alex are there to support and have been wonderful. So these two deserve a lot of the credit as well, as do the backroom people like Susan, who does so much for this channel, and all the mods who are just absolutely wonderful, wonderful people giving up the time to mod on the channel. So those guys are just absolute guardian angels of this channel, our mods. They really are. Jock, thank you for gifting a 5 Toon Review memberships. That is incredibly kind, Jock. And I hope you're getting better, matey. I know you've been in for some big surgery lately, so I hope you're on the mend, my friend. And thank you for joining us today. Jack Adam got one of them. Bearded Monster. Davey Antacid, no. Christ, who's got them? Oh, there you go. Lord Gribio Og, whatever, who interesting. And Davy Crespin and Rossi, you've all got the free membership. So thank you so much again. It's a pleasure, Paul, says Tom. Yeah, it's a pleasure having you as a mod, matey. Honestly, you guys are just brilliant. Daniil says, Paul, a book of your quotes is needed from the Watchalongs. Ditchburnisms should be the title. Well, maybe he's not the one I came out with against Wolves, Billy.
Probably not. It's too much thinking about it.
Well, I know you. I wouldn't, because I basically commentated on it, and then all of a sudden you completely lost the plot. I'm thinking, what's he laughing at? And then I realized what I'd said, of course. So yeah, absolutely.
Top your voice, even better.
I know. I think the whole of the street heard me, to be honest, or the bloody village. Justin says, do you think we can get a point in Paris? Hey, listen, if we can beat them 4-1, we can do anything, but it depends on injuries, of course. It really depends on what side we have. Blake Tucker, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. No comment there, but thank you very much. Anne says, hi, lads and lasses. Hope you're all well. Looking forward to the match tonight. How are the lads? 3-0 to the Toon. Michael says, Paul, my friend's auntie died last night, so hope Newcastle win for her tonight. Absolutely. And thoughts for your friend, matey. Awful news, but hopefully they'll grab 3 points. Fuggy says, thanks to TR team for many hours of entertainment. It's nice to get, Billy, we've had so many messages come in about, how we've seen so many people suffering from mental health and things like that, and having a really dark time, but have been supported, I guess, by everybody who comes in the chat on the channel, and that's what we like to see. We like to think that we can help. I know me and Billy have suffered with mental health, still do, for obvious reasons. For me, it's very difficult, but doing this, gives me and Billy a purpose. I think that makes sense to Billy as well. It gives us something to look forward to, and chatting together, and having this huge group of people in the chat who we start to recognize every show now. And It is a big family, and that's what we want. And to know that we're doing something right is very important to us. To me and Billy especially. You know, we have had terrible mental health problems over the years, and at least we can liaise with you and understand what you're going through, and to know that we can bring you something like this channel that helps me and Billy, but also helps all you guys out there who are going through difficult times. It's a big thing for us. It really is. And just thank you for all your support. David Smith, thank you for $4.99 super chat. He says, good evening all. Congratulations on 25K. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, Anne. Eddie looks quite chirpy considering all the injuries. He always does. He never gives anything away, does he, about how he's feeling? So, Baz Down Under says the owners want to get a win in that green strip. Well, Billy, I don't know how long it took us last season with that green and white strip, but I know it was quite some time.
It was, yeah. Was it Everton? Did we wear it at Everton? Mm-hmm. It was a long time. And it's been the same with this green one, hasn't it?
Yep.
I'm not a fan of green strips, I've got to say.
It's been a curse. It's been a curse. Jimmy Jones, our resident hammer, thank you so much for your $1.99 super chat. Welcome again to the stream. John Mitchison, evening all. My highlight over the years on this channel is Paul doing the Sheffield United review loss, doing impression pouting of Victoria Beckham. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, God. Those days, Billy, when I used to lose my shit completely. I mean, it was mental, but... yeah, love every second of it. Local Hero says, you guys are legends. Thank you. Thank you very much. Andrew says, here, Paul, regarding mental health. Carl thinks a Gordon hat-trick is incoming today.
Potential.
Paul Tully says, mental health sufferers need an outlet, so important to have something to do. Look forward and enjoy. Thank you very much. Jimmy says, West Ham are bad for my mental health. Football is crazy for mental health. It really is. Yeah, look, we'll touch on sort of everything when we do the 25K show as well, because I think, I'm going to do another video on mental health, and I'm going to hopefully ask Billy Bob if he'll come and do the video with me. It will be a recorded one, so but we'll hopefully bring that out very, very soon. Just not going too much personal stuff, but just to try and inspire others. That's what the whole mental health show video will be about. Just saying, don't let illness get you down. Try and bounce back. Do something that you're passionate about, and no matter who criticizes you, if you're doing something that you're passionate about and you really love, then sod the rest of them. Quite honestly. Jimmy, thank you for another $1.99. He says, Paul used to turn purple on the Bruce rants. Yeah, I think at one stage Susan was worried for my heart. Dylan, who's been a member for a month, says, evening, lads and lasses. Excited to see some of the young'uns come off the bench, maybe. 3-0. How are the lads? Quality as always, boys. Keep it up. Would you expect maybe a couple of the youngsters to come on?
He might not have any choice if you have any more injuries.
Well, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I imagine the first choice to become on now with Dummets, the Crafts, the Riches. I just don't see that he doesn't chuck the kids in willy-nilly. If we're well ahead, of course, we may do. But unless we have lots of injuries, I can't really see it. If any of them, I would guess Murphy would be the first one. We saw him in pre-season. But we've got two defenders ahead of him on the bench, so it's going to be unlikely to see him. Yeah, Murphy can play left back as well, of course. So as can Livramento. So it's going to be odd. It's going to be lots of kind of circumstances to see them, but you never know. You never know.
Andrew says, "Congrats on 25K. I've been a follower since the beginning. You've been great to watch. Love your passion for the team. You also have been great for my son, Little Harry. He feels part of your family." Great news.
Clever little Harry as well. He's the one that keeps.
Yeah, clever little. I think it is. Yeah, clever little Harry. Who's well, didn't he upset Jimmy once, Billy, in an all-time classic?
He did.
Yeah, he did. I'm sure he did when he beat him in the quiz, didn't he? And Jimmy was none too happy with that at all. But it was one of the funniest things seeing Jimmy go completely bonkers. But afternoon, Jimmy. Hope you're well, brother. Roadblock, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, hi, lads. It's no wonder you have mental health problems after the 15 dark years we all have. Indeed. listen, we might do the mental health show live. We might do that as a live show, just me and Billy. Do we do a poll on that, Billy, or should we just get people to say in the chat? Do they want us to do it live?
Put a poll up.
We'll put a poll up. Right, okay.
While they're answering the poll, they can click a like, can't they?
Well, they can, Billy, yes. Let me just start a poll. Right.
But I think it's like what people say, the football team you support, if you've got mental health issues, the football team you support can kind of soften them or make them worse, depending on how they're doing.
Yeah.
Definitely the case with me. My mental health problems happened, I'm going to say 12, 13 years ago. Man, it was just not a good time at all. But yeah, I think it'd be easy for me now with the team doing so well. Very officious looking. I think he's an RAF. I don't know if he's an army man, but he's got a great moustache. You will see him in a second.
Yeah, I'm just knocking the sound off now. I'm probably a little bit behind you, Billy. I'm seeing him in the tunnel. Wow, look at that. I mean, you should be proud of that, guys. I mean, that's took some brushing, Billy, before he's come out there today.
That should be known as a military moustache, because you look at a moustache and you think of great military heroes, don't you, I guess?
Yeah. It is incredible, that. I mean, that's just sort of tweaked, isn't it? Right, Billy, I'm looking at the players just all on this around the centre circle now.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you've got a little bit of facial hair coming soon with the bugler.
I haven't seen the bugler yet.
Oh, you wait till you see him. He's got a proper Seth Armstrong.
I'm just watching Mr. Tash. They're just laying wreaths by the touchline now.
Oh, about 30 seconds and you'll see this bugler. What a fantastic bit of facial hair he's got.
Tremendous. Well, before we do that, thank you very much for $4.99, Dylan. Just wanted to say massive love, boys, for talking about mental health. Not talked about enough for the modern day. Remember, people, you're never alone. Thank you very much, Dylan. Jimmy, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. He says, Moyes to go if we lose tomorrow. Wow. Okay. Well, that bugler, that's impressive, Billy. So, guys, look, I probably am about 30 seconds behind the Sky or whatever you're watching it on. So, please, if you get the kickoff, just pause your TV, and when I say, right, we're underway, just press play, and then you'll be in sync with me and Billy for the match. But if you are ahead of us, please, please, please do not put any spoilers in the chat. You're all subscribed to the channel for a reason, so please respect everybody else and not put any spoilers in the chat. Thank you so much, because if you do, the mods will time you out once, they'll time you out twice, and then they'll just ban you. So we don't want that, obviously, because you're all subscribers, and you should respect your fellow subscribers. So remember, if you go to kick off before I've said, right, we're underway, please just pause your TV and then we can all watch it together. Billy, I'm just going to switch to scoreboard mode now so that that doesn't affect. And it's going to be Newcastle to kick off, kicking from left to right. And it's going to be Sean Longstaff to get us underway. Once the referee's sorted out, he's looking down the tunnel for some reason. I'm getting told off, Billy, because apparently I was talking through the minute silence. I haven't got any sound on, so I don't know when the silence is, man. Honestly.
We did it last week on our home game.
Absolutely, we did. Jesus Christ. So we're ready to go. Referee is still looking towards the tunnel, and we're underway. Sean gets us underway, so here we go. Newcastle from left to right. And let's just hope we have a blinder today. And at the minute, good tackle by Miggy early doors. Trippier to Longstaff, back to Trippier. Trippier wins the throw-in for Newcastle. Bournemouth look like they've started very, very quickly, Billy. They're just sort of coming at us there with a very quick press.
Yes, definitely. Got to be careful. Not giving the ball away. Already they're in behind.
And they're in here, down the left-hand side, into the box, pulled across the... Oh, it's a chance for Bournemouth, and it's straight at Nick Pope. And that was an opportunity for Bournemouth right on the edge of the box, Billy. He should have done better, Christie, there.
Yeah, lots of runners going off. I think it was Modi that let him go. Yeah, it was. And then Trippier didn't get back in time. Edge of the box should do much better than that, Warren Christie.
I mean, he's in acres of space, Billy, and nobody picked him up.
Could have picked his spot, didn't.
We're quite lucky that it went straight at the goalkeeper. But it's now with Neto at the other end. He launches one up the pitch. Lewis Hall is under that, but is beaten in the air. Cher is there, though. And the ball runs out for a Bournemouth throw in just inside the Newcastle United half. I mean, obviously, Bournemouth will want to start quickly. They'll want to get the crowd into the game. Again, when we're away from home, Billy, we just want to quieten the crowd down, don't we? So we need a bit of early possession. But
it's also a double-edged sword because Bournemouth will want to try and get a bit of shakiness within us because, of course, we've just been to Dortmund midweek on the back of a defeat. Let's see how we go. Poor touch again by Miley.
Yeah, Miley's give that away after a nice touch from Joe Linton, and Bournemouth coming down the right-hand side now.
Oh, dear.
This is a big opportunity for Bournemouth, and a wonderful save by Nick Pope to his left. But again, Billy, far too much space allowed as he's just allowed to run in.
Yeah, it was poor from Miley. I've got to say, I know he's young, but terrible first touch, give the ball away. And then he was clean in, and then he actually took the wrong option. He had a man wide on the right hand side. He was laid in for a free shot and goal, but
I thought
he didn't.
However, we got away with it. Good save down to his left by Nick Pope.
Kept it in.
And Solanke now, has he kept that ball in? He has. What's Lewis Hall doing? He's static. Oh, my goodness me.
Yeah,
static watching the ball. Bournemouth threatening again. And now Willock breaks it away for Newcastle.
Pace of him.
But he's... Wow, who is that?
No, but he wanted it more than Joe Willock, didn't he?
He certainly did. Incredible pace. Bournemouth are up for this, Billy, and we look a bit dicey. I mean, I'm not sure what Lewis Hall was doing. He was just standing looking at the ball.
They've got lots of pace, I've got to say that. Already it's evident that they seem a yard quicker than us.
Yeah, that's a long kick by Nick Pope. Longstaff has it now for Newcastle. Just need to get our foot on the ball a little bit here and maybe just slow things down a little bit, Billy.
Yeah, take this thing out of the game. Just keep the ball for a prolonged period of time. But they're pressing us, trying to get it back straight away.
Certainly are. Here's Almiron for Newcastle. Back to Trippier. Trippier plays a lovely ball over the top, but Longstaff didn't really see it coming. Gordon goes pelting after Neto, the goalkeeper now. Neto has options to his right, uses it. But Newcastle's turn to press now with Joe Linton and Gordon. Long ball from Bournemouth. Cher comes in to win it. It comes to Willock. Willock brings it down. Looking for support and gets it from Lewis Hall, who plays a nice ball down to Joe Linton. Joe Linton now, midway through the Bournemouth half, plays a nice ball into Willock. Willock has a look. Gordon now, Longstaff, Almiron. This is nice from Newcastle. Nice little bit of passing. Out to Trippier now on the right-hand side.
Great ball.
Trippier's got runners. Lovely ball into Longstaff. Longstaff now finds Almiron on the edge of the box. Almiron cuts back on his left. He's got Miley in support, but uses Longstaff instead. Longstaff to Trippier. No cross coming in, though. Trippier goes back to Lewis Miley, who plays it across to Cher. Newcastle will go across the other side now with Lewis Hall. Hall for Newcastle. Into Joe Linton, but Joe Linton took his eye off the ball, and Bournemouth break again.
Tackle.
And Lewis Miley makes a brilliant tackle there, and Hall wins the ball back for Newcastle. Lascelles into Willock, back to Lewis Miley. Nice bit of play, that.
Much better. Much better.
I love the way Miley just came in and just stole the ball there, Billy. He didn't make a fuss of it. Oh, Cher trying to go for a big one, but Solanke blocked it. Luckily, it deflected back to birthday boy Jamal Lascelles, 30 years old today, the skipper. So happy birthday to Jamal Lascelles. Bournemouth now have the ball, again with Solanke, causing a few problems in this first half, is Dominic Solanke. He's had a revitalised career, Billy, because it just looked like he was going nowhere.
Yeah, the past, well, I'm going to say this season, he looked much more confident in his ability, to be honest. He's always had the pace and power, but he's causing problems. He caused us problems last season, to be fair to him.
Yeah. Bournemouth at the moment have it on the halfway line. Again, Newcastle trying to keep the shape here. Ian McKenna, happy birthday. Hope you're having a great day, and let's hope they give you 3 points. Lewis Hall went pinching in. He was never going to get there. And Bournemouth coming down the right-hand side again.
Got back, though.
Yes, he did. Fouled. Well, the referee hasn't given it. And the linesman didn't even flag. Nice play by Willock to get it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton does very, very well. Lewis Hall plays a long ball up towards Anthony Gordon. Headed clear.
Great header.
And a towering header from Lewis Miley and finds Anthony Gordon, who decides
to go
on, and he's pulling Anthony Gordon back. Gordon's kept going. He's got to the byline and wins a corner for Newcastle. Surely that's a yeah. I mean, the Bournemouth players complain he pulled his shirt. You could see for a mile. I mean, Gordon, he shakes hands with him, but I mean, maybe it's just a good tussle there, Billy. But now we're going to see that save from Nick Pope. I mean, dreadful player.
Look, 16, it's completely unmarked. Yeah.
Semenyo is causing us a lot of problems early doors. It has to be said. Yeah. That was a good save by Nick Pope.
Ex-Bristol City, of course.
But Newcastle now have a corner, which Trippier will take. He goes short this time to Anthony Gordon. Then back to Almiron. Trippier then hits the first man, and the cross does not come in. Poor corner that from Newcastle. And then that's a poor Lewis Hall. And it's up the field now again, and Bournemouth looking to attack. Great tackle from Kieran Trippier coming in there. No holds barred there from Trippier. And it's going to be taken by Lewis Hall. I mean, Lewis Hall went for a right-footed pass there, Billy. It was so weak.
Yeah, it was. He hasn't started the game great, to be fair to him.
He will be nervous, though, but hopefully he'll settle in there. There's only 7 minutes gone. And I think we've provided a little spark here the last couple of minutes, Billy, just to say, we are getting into the game now. Here's Jamal Lascelles, plays it for Anthony Gordon. He's a marked man today, is Anthony Gordon. You can tell they're on him so quickly.
You've got to give him something to run onto. That ball from Jamal Lascelles was a neither here nor there ball.
Yeah, they're playing it behind him, aren't they?
Yeah, just play it in the channels, let him run onto it. That's the ball to play for him. That's what he's in the side for.
Yeah, absolutely. Over 1,200 people watching, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Please do hit the thumbs up button. And, of course, if you are new, please do subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, which will let you know when we're live or upload any videos. Here's Longstaff. He's hit a wonderful effort and it's tipped over the bar by Neto. And that was a Sean special. That was labelled, Billy.
Yeah, great attempt. It was on target. Good save from the keeper. Maybe a little bit too close to him, but from that distance, you can't really complain. Yeah, it was on target. Good save. Good save.
Yep, definitely a good save. Just got fingertips to it, Billy. It was hit with ferocious pace, that. Now, what can we do with this corner? Which, of course, Kieran Trippier will take again. 66% save ratio in the Premier League for Neto this season. But that's good. That's what I like to see, Billy. Having a pop from the edge of the box.
Yeah, he was confident enough to do it. It was a great strike, to be fair to him.
Trippier's corner. Again.
Better one, though.
Well, first man again, though, Billy. I'd just like to see you aim for the penalty spot. Just put it on there and let our taller guys have a go.
Good ball.
Trippier, that's a good ball down the line now. And it's crossed in from Fabian Schär. It was a brilliant ball in.
Oh,
Mickey spins. Oh, he's lost it to Semenyo. And this could be trouble for Newcastle. It's a 3-on-2 for Bournemouth. But brilliant play from Lewis Hall. The cover in the right back position. Or else we were up the spout there. But some brilliant defending from Lewis Hall.
Brilliant cover there. Well watched. Good kind of nous, really, from a young lad. Did well to come across and take that away. Or we were in trouble, like you say. We were in trouble now, to be fair.
Yeah, Bournemouth coming down the left-hand side again. Into the box it comes, and it's Fabian Schär who puts his foot through it. Mickey tries to keep it in, but it bounces loose. And Bournemouth have the ball back now, and all the way back to Neto in goal. Ooh, I tell you what. Been some squeaky bum time in the first 10 minutes already of this game.
Yeah, it just doesn't look comfortable at the back, does it?
No. But both keepers have been called into action. There's a Bournemouth player lying on his backside there. I don't know what happened there. Clash with Trippier. He doesn't look very happy about it. I'd almost say he's crying about it, Billy. But, yeah, interesting. But the game goes on, as they say.
Oh,
who is that number 16 for Bournemouth? It is Tavernier. Or Tavernier, whichever way you want to say it.
Tavernier, yeah. That's what we call him, isn't it?
Yeah. Long ball forward now for Bournemouth. Semenyo wins it and keeps it in play. Plays the ball over the top, and it's found Solanke. He's into the box by himself, and Lascelles comes across
to deny
him. And what a tackle, though, Billy, from the skipper.
Yeah, good pace as well to get back. But again, Solanke used the wrong choice here. Should have squared it back. Got a man and marked in the middle of the box here. You watch where he is now. Good to put it back. Great tackle from the Cells.
Oh, yeah. Well, he could have used Tavernier, or he could have used, I think it was Clivett coming in as well. And the ball's that right up. Will you expect the striker to shoot from there, Billy? I mean, Callum Wilson wouldn't have passed there either.
Brilliant defending from Jamal Lascelles.
It certainly was. Absolutely superb. But Bournemouth now have a corner. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger.
Got to defend these properly. They've got some big fellas in that box.
Certainly have. In it comes. It's a very, very good corner. Semenyo gets ahead of Nick Pope, but I think Pope got there, actually. But Bournemouth have it back now. Chance to get it into the box again. Kelly gets it back to Cook. Cook floats a ball in. It's trying to flick on, but it doesn't happen. And Willock brings it away for Newcastle. He then uses Kieran Trippier. Trippier looking for an option. Gives it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton inside to Willock. Lovely football from Newcastle. Willock looked like he wanted Gordon to go after that, but Gordon didn't want to run. Here's Fabian Schär, closed down by Solanke. Up to Lascelles. Lascelles to Trippier.
Oh, dear.
And he goes back to Nick Pope. Oh, Pope takes a heavy touch, but gets it away down the line. But there's nobody there.
Joe Linton's central now.
Yeah. Kelly plays it back to Neto in the Bournemouth goal.
Gordon's got us to the left wing.
Yeah, very interesting, isn't it? Strange.
Again, good defending from the
Cells. So brilliant.
He's followed through there. He's followed through there, Clivert.
That's Patrick Clivert's son, isn't it?
Yeah. Looks nothing like him statue-wise, is it?
No. His dad's a lot taller than that. One of my favourite players was Patrick Clivert. I thought he was fabulous.
Must have a dwarf mum.
Well, that Bournemouth... Tavernier's just belted the ball into the Newcastle fans there, Billy. I don't know whether you just saw that.
I didn't see it, no.
Kelly with a throw in, plays it to Tavernier. Back to Kelly. Kelly will get a first-time cross in, but Nick Pope is there on his 6-yard box to scoop the ball up and take the pressure off for Newcastle United. And, oh, crap. Fabian Schär's gone down now. And he's shaking his head. He does not look happy. Surely not, Billy. Oh, this can't be happening.
No, he doesn't look happy about this one.
No, he doesn't.
This is a hamstring. Again, he's just felt the back of his hamstring there. His right hamstring.
Well,
he's got the lycra shorts on to protect that kind of injury. So he's obviously got a little niggle there. Yeah,
we do have, of course, Dummett, Kraft, and Alex Murphy. So Kraft is looking like he's being sent out to warm up, but Schär does not look comfortable here. And it's interesting. It's Kraft that he's sending out, Billy, to warm up.
Well, he's obviously worried about the pace, isn't he? And he doesn't think Dummett's pace kind of works in this situation.
Mm-hmm. Eddie getting some feedback.
Well,
Dummett's out there as well, yeah.
And Murphy too. And Livramento. But tellingly, Kraft's got his tracky bottoms off.
I mean, look, if this is a hamstring problem, Billy, surely they're not going to take any risks with him.
You wouldn't have thought so. He's walking off okay, though, to be fair. But he's off for 30 seconds now.
I mean, hamstring injuries, I mean, or maybe he's just felt a little strain and, just needed a bit of rubbing, shall we say, Billy?
Yeah. Bit of the magic sponge.
Yeah.
Well, he's jogging away, so I think we'll see him come back on.
He's wincing a bit, though, Billy. But then again, he's determined. He's a machine, this guy. So he's having a chat now to Eddie Howe. He is feeling the back of his leg, but I don't think we're going to make a change here, Billy. Jimmy Jones, thank you for another 199 super chat. He says, any more injuries and I'll get my boots. You're not the only one, pal. It's unbelievable. Anyway, the game is back underway. Joe Linton with a flick on, looking for Anthony Gordon, but unfortunately, just a little bit of a heavy header from Gordon, and it's back with Neto in the Bournemouth goal.
Let's hope this 30 seconds is 30 seconds this week, because we can not do without a defender for a minute, 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
The way we started, especially.
Senesi plays a long ball forward for Bournemouth, but intercepted by Lascelles again. Lewis Miley brought that down beautifully. Miggy, man, go wide.
Gone his way, didn't he?
Yeah, what's he coming that far in for? And I think Trippier's just told him there, Billy.
Yeah.
Get out wide.
Schär's back on now.
He is. Lewis Hall plays the ball across to Jamal Lascelles. Share is on the pitch now. The ball is with Longstaff. Plays a nice ball up. No, actually, not a nice ball. Senesi intercepts it. And now Bournemouth are on the attack with Solanke. Solanke, just outside the penalty area, plays it wide for Tavernier. Tavernier's ball in Geva, where Trippier's arms are behind his back, man. Bournemouth coming again now with Tavernier, who's seen plenty of the ball. He is Kelly for Bournemouth. Plays it back to Cook. Cook in turn goes back to Senesi. Bournemouth just knocking it around here in the Newcastle half. Senesi plays it back across to now Zabarnyi. Zabarnyi plays it forward, looking for the run of, I think that's Clivett, but he couldn't take it down, and Shea intercepted it. He's not running, Billy. I'm
a terrible pass, Joe Linton.
I'm a little concerned here. Here is Tavernier again, who's seen a lot of the ball for Bournemouth.
Ooh.
And Shea is brought down again. This time the referee does blow his whistle. Newcastle get on with it. Longstaff taken down by Clivett. And he takes a quick free kick. The ball now with Kieran Trippier inside the Longstaff. Longstaff now. Miggy, lovely touch. And a lovely touch by Gordon. Players are flying in here. Miggy plays a nice ball out wide now to Lewis Hall on the left-hand side, just over the halfway line. Inside the back to Almiron. Oh, lovely touch. And Lewis Hall is into the box here. Pulls it in. He has a dig at goal, and it's saved by Neto. I'm not sure whether that was the right or wrong option. I didn't really see who was belting into the box there, Billy, but a great run from the kid.
It was. He was caught between the devil and deep blue sea, wasn't he? He wasn't sure whether to cross or shoot, and in the end, he did neither.
Yeah. But at least he's willing to have a pop, Billy. That's the main thing.
It was a nice move. It was a very nice move. The best move we've made so far in 17 and a half minutes.
Absolutely. Semenyo's gone down for Bournemouth. That's a good sign for Newcastle. Tavernier now bursting down the left for Bournemouth. He uses Clivett. Clivett now has a look and lays it back now to Kelly. I'm not sure whether Semenyo's still down. He is, because they've kicked the ball out. And I'm not sure what the injury is here, but I don't know, Billy. All I can see is his feet twitching.
He may have been making that foul, mightn't he?
Yeah, he's holding the back of his right ankle by the looks of things. So it could be ligament problems there. But 18 minutes gone, Billy. Sum up the first half for us.
Well, we've been second best, really, to be honest. Chores are not in front, and I'm exactly the same time. We're both on 18-16.
Yep. I'm just coming on to 18-20 now. Yep.
Yeah, me too.
So we're exactly right. So there you go.
Yeah, they've been the better side so far. I think they want it a little bit more. They're a little fresher. You can tell that. Certain times in the game, we have looked very dangerous, but they on the main, they're on top. I think we've got to defend properly and get ourselves into the game, and then try and cause them more problems than we have at the moment. But when we do go forward, we do look dangerous, which is promising.
Well, he's still down getting treatment. He doesn't look to be in agony. But if it's his Achilles, I mean, I think it was more impact. I don't know where he got the end, but he's walking off okay. He's not even limping.
Nah, no problem.
So I think he'd be okay to continue. He's had a good start to the game, Semenyo, to be fair.
Yeah.
Just having a chat with his manager there, just explaining what the injury is. But it looks like he's staying on because he's getting instructions from his manager.
It's definitely his Achilles, isn't it? Ankle Achilles area.
Yeah.
He's still kind of wincing on it, isn't he?
He is, but the game is back underway now with Kelly. Long ball forward again, looking for the run of Solanke. Lascelles is there for Newcastle. Knocks it down for Trippier. And Trippier is very, very cleverly wins a throw-in for Newcastle. That's where his experience comes in, Billy. He didn't panic there. He just played the ball quite cheekily off Tavernier out for the throw-in.
He's looked better today.
Throw-in taken. It's now with Fabian Schär. Schär plays the ball up front, looking for the run of Joe Linton. But it's won again by Bournemouth. And back pass again. That was a bit of an interesting one. Ball forward. Solanke and Lascelles do battle again. It comes to Miley. Again, a lovely little ball to Trippier. Trippier then firing a right foot ball to absolutely nobody. And Neto comes out. I'm not sure where Trippier was aiming there, Billy.
I think he's trying to get away from goal and let us regroup, I think.
Yeah.
It could only be that because it was that far away from anyone. It was almost ridiculous.
Indeed. Long ball again from Bournemouth. Semenyo underneath this one, but across comes Fabian Schär. Wins the header and it goes out for a throw-in. I mean, people have got to remember here that, we are down to the bare bones right now. I know we've started off slowly. It hasn't been the greatest 20 minutes that we've ever seen from Newcastle United, but listen, we're 0-0. We're still very much in this game. Yeah, Nick Pope's made a couple of saves, but, you know, we just have to keep plucking away. It's all we can do. And here's Clivett for Bournemouth. Again, bloody Rick O'Shea. I honestly do my head in him.
Our midfield just look a little bit slow, I've got to say. Willock's not got in the game at all, really, has he?
No, doesn't seem to suit him playing there. Joe Linton's gone up front now again for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Oh, Gordon Maitland. Oh, I thought he could have nipped in there.
It's out, didn't he? Great head of Lascelles.
And now it's Trippier. Trippier, who has Clivett all over him. Turns. Lascelles. Nice ball up to Miggy, who tried to flick it on for Joe Linton. Not probably the best ball, but to be fair to him, Lewis Miley just comes in and wins the ball back and then just strolls away thinking, you're not getting past me, sunshine.
It might not be the game for those little flicks. And Miggy's done one or two too many for me so far. Great play from Trippier.
Yeah, that's just calmness. Just exquisite header from Trippier back to Pope. And now the ball with Lewis Hall on the left-hand side. He falls over and managed to somehow get the ball to Anthony Gordon. I'm not sure how he did that.
There's an obstruction there. The ref didn't give.
Well, unbelievable. I still don't know how Lewis Hall managed to pass that ball there, Billy. Never mind, he did. But the ball is back with Senesi now for Bournemouth. Goes back to Neto in goal. He then launches the ball forward again. Certainly, Lascelles and Shearer are being tested in the air in these opening battles of the first half. But he is Tavernier again. Seen an awful lot of the ball for Bournemouth. Plays it into Solanke. Solanke, great tackle by Fabian Schär. Just stuck the foot in again. But we are so wasteful again.
Yeah, we just that time,
Yeah, we just belting the ball back to Bournemouth on the halfway line.
This is why Joe Linton's up front, I think, because we don't have the time to get the quality passes in behind. So we just have to hoof it and hope it sticks. But at the minute, it's not working.
Yeah. Zabani now outside to the right-hand side to Aarons. Plays it down the right-hand wing to Semenyo. Semenyo cuts inside. He's got Lewis Hall all over him. To be fair to Lewis Hall, he got knocked over, but he forced Semenyo right back there. But he's a powerful bloke, is Semenyo.
I've got a lot of power and pace. That's a great pass.
Yeah, he's Max Aarons for Bournemouth, of course. Max Aarons once linked with Newcastle, Billy, a couple of years back.
Yeah. Career's not, it's not advanced as much as we thought it would when he was at Norwich, and he's gone to Bournemouth now, from one relegation threatened team to another, perhaps, but I don't know.
And a long ball looking for Tavernier. It's a brilliant ball. He didn't really want to commit himself, but he's all over the back of Tavernier here.
And got out, Trips.
And, well, Longstaff did well come back and help him. Trippier then plays a ball inside to Joe Linton. I didn't know who the hell that was going to there because it seemed to take forever to get to Joe, but it did. And Almiron back to Trippier now. Trippier has a look, telling players to move. There's no movement, Billy.
No,
and he goes back to Lascelles.
They seem to have an extra player on the pitch at the minute.
And Lewis Hall. Semenyo all over him again. Hall does very well to get the ball into Miley. Lewis Miley now gives it to Hall. Hall, nice little touch inside to Gordon. Gordon swings a beautiful ball out to the right to Miggy Almiron now. Almiron's got Joe Linton making a run. Here is Big Joe. Joe Linton. Oh, just...
That was a foul. That was a foul there. He missed.
Yeah, I thought there was.
Go on, get him.
Oh, brilliant tackle from Lewis Miley on Tavernier there. And the ball back with Neto in the Bournemouth goal. We just don't seem to have that spark, Billy, going forward at the minute.
It's a bit disjointed, isn't it? I think that's down to the team not really knowing.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
We've not got Gordon into the game as that touches chart shows. I don't think he's the key to winning this game for us. But bit of change of tactic. They pushed him out wide now. Let's see if we can get him in the game more from there.
Yep, long way to go yet. Coming up to 25 minutes gone in the first half. Still Bournemouth 0, Newcastle United 0 at the Vitality Stadium. We have over 1,500 people watching. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Please do hit that thumbs up button, the like button if you're enjoying the commentary. And, of course, if you're new, hit that subscribe button and come be part of this amazing community here on the Toon Review. And also hit the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any videos. Bournemouth questioning there, Billy, whether Pope handled outside the area there. But
the assistant referee was right next to him and he didn't flag, so Lord knows what they're appealing for.
Yeah.
Dicks.
Trippier left-footed ball down the line looking for Miggy. He's never going to get to that.
Has he pulled up there, Miggy?
I just think he gave up, Billy. He wasn't going to get the ball there. Let's not give our viewers heart attacks that they don't need, Billy. Oh, I tell you what, he was in the box, definitely, but it's always squeaky bum time there when that happens, isn't it?
Well, it is with Pope, that's for certain.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cher gives it to Joe Linton on the halfway line now. Joe turns, has a look to see what's available. Has to go back to Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles, again, good press from Bournemouth. Lascelles, good ball into Longstaff. That's better from Newcastle. First ball over the top from Trippier now to Almiron. Almiron gets the better of Kelly, running into the box, but Kelly showed good strength there. And I think he's given a goal kick.
I think you're right. No, I don't know.
No. Is it a corner?
Miggy doesn't look right.
Miggy doesn't look right. No, he doesn't. He's feeling something there, Billy. I think he has won a corner, to be fair.
Look, he put his shirt there, look.
Yeah. It is a corner, but Miggy is limping, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely is. I thought so. That's ball didn't win forward. He didn't win with his usual gusto. He went for that time, and now he's... Doesn't look good.
Christ almighty. It's any time any player decides to make a sprint. Anyway, Trippier plays it short to Joe Willock, who really needs to get into this game. In comes his cross to the back post, and Lascelles, it's a brilliant save. Lascelles claims it over the line. It's offside. I thought when the referee blew there, Billy, it had been the goal line technology, but it's not.
I'm amazed VAR didn't look at that. You know, the shirt pulled in the box there. That's a penalty to me. You can't do that.
Where's the offside?
There's no offside there. I mean, the linesman should be flagging for that.
I mean, it didn't cross the line. It was a fabulous save by Neto, Billy, but...
The linesman should be flagging for that.
Well, that's an even better save if you look at the deflection, Billy.
Yeah.
But there was definitely no offside there. The lines was at a Castor.
He shouldn't be flagging for it. It's supposed to be wait to let VAR judge if it's that kind of close. No right to flag for that. I'm fed up of seeing linesmen do that, especially against us.
Inconsistency again.
Well played.
Lewis Hall now. Down for Willock. Willock makes a nice turn and he just doesn't...
He's unfortunate there.
Yeah.
Well won back.
Brilliant from Lewis Miley. And he's so calm on the ball for such a young kid. Brilliant stuff. Here's Kieran Trippier now, just inside the Bournemouth half. Floats a ball over, looking for the run along staff, but good covering there by Cook, and Cook will bring it away for Bournemouth. Inside, there's a lot of space here for Clivett.
Someone gone down as well.
Yeah, this is dangerous. Clivett shot! What a save by Nick Pope! Yeah. And it goes for a corner. It's in a Newcastle play down, Billy.
Yeah, we've got an injury. I don't know who it was.
But Bournemouth took advantage. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's Miggy. It's Miggy. What a hit that was by Clivett, though, Billy.
That's a fantastic effort. Great save from Pope. That
is a superb save. And palmed it away from danger as well.
Yeah, brilliant save. That's going in the top corner. It's a fantastic save. Miggy's done, I'm afraid.
He looks like he's... he's
done.
Teeth.
So I expect Livramento, which might actually help us, might solve us up a little bit.
He's feeling the back of his hamstring as well, Billy.
Yeah, too many games. You know, the squad's too small to play the amount of games we've been playing, and that's why we're getting the injuries.
Wow. Lascelles, Longstaff and Pope in a bit of a conversation. Pope's a very tall man, by the way.
He looks very like his father, that's for certain. You see his father in Dortmund?
Yeah, so his father in Dortmund. Matt Ritchie's coming on.
That's a strange substitution for me.
What?
Strange substitution.
Livramento would be the obvious choice, Billy.
He must have a knock. That's all I can think of. But if he's got a knock, boys on the bench.
And he's doing a lot of stretching with Miggy there, and he's telling the physio when he's feeling it.
Another one that's got cycling shorts on. Seems to be a lot with little hamstring niggles.
Yeah. Miggy's shaking his head. It doesn't look good, this. It is. I mean, Matt Ritchie's in deep conversation. Eddie's wanting to know if Miggy's all right or not.
He's walking off okay, but...
Yeah, but he's just made the sign of the cross, Billy, which means his game's over. Matt Ritchie's coming on. I don't get this substitution.
No, I don't. I really don't. I mean...
Of course, Matt Ritchie, former Bournemouth player as well, knows this place better than anybody, I guess. But I'm not sure this is the right substitution. Livramento was all right, Billy, because he's just come back from warming up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing the only reason... if that's the case, then, Dortmund on Wednesday, because Matt Ritchie isn't in the Champions League squad, he'd have played otherwise, I'm guessing. But yeah, it's a strange substitution because we do look weak defensively. And I think Livramento would have shored up a little bit, but here we go, we've got a corner.
Yeah, it's a corner for Bournemouth. Cook takes it right down Pope's. Pope got a thought. Oh, what a save by Nick Pope!
Fucking hell.
Bloody hell's fire! He couldn't have seen that till late, Billy.
It was a poor punch in the first place, but I mean...
He's under pressure, but he does get in from... What a save that is! How's he seen that?
Well, he's not seen it. It's a great effort from Christie. Through a crowd of players, Pope sees it late, gets down to it. It's terrific parry. Fantastic bit of goalkeeping.
Well, he's keeping Newcastle in the game in this first half. That there is no doubt about. We are stretched to the absolute limit now. That was a late tackle on Lascelles there, definitely. But Ritchie got there. Here is Jamal Lascelles. Trippier. We can't get out of our own area at the minute. Lewis Miley. Back to Lascelles. Right on the touchline here. Plays it up to Ritchie. Ritchie dummies it really well to Joe Linton. Joe Linton, brilliant turn, brilliant stuff from the Brazilian. Lays it off now to Lewis Miley, who fires it across to Anthony Gordon, a little bit behind him, but Lewis Hall gets there. And now it's Anthony Gordon cutting inside, looking for help. He's barged off the ball. That's got to be a free kick. And it is indeed.
Brilliant the way we got away from that press, though. Didn't panic, kept it calm. Some great football there from the Newcastle defence, I've got to say. Yeah.
Long free kick played forward, but again... Nobody running onto when it's back with Neto. I think this could be a long night for Newcastle United, Billy.
What a waste.
I mean, we are now, we're past bare bones.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't expect to see Matt Ritchie playing this season. Yeah, here he is. On a ground he knows well, though. I mean, that could be a positive thing for us.
Yeah, I wonder if that swayed Eddie Howe to just bring him on just to...
Potentially.
He knows the place, but I don't understand not bringing Tino on. If he's warming up there, strange one for me. But let's give Eddie the benefit of the doubt. He knows what he's doing. Lascelles up to Joe Linton, tries to flick on, but Joe Linton under pressure. And it comes to Zabani now. Zabani across to Kelly. Kelly brings it over the halfway line for Bournemouth. Clips a ball down the line, looking for the run of Clivert. It's going to only find Jamal Lascelles. Lovely ball into Ritchie. Matt Ritchie now, who... I don't know how much of a warm-up Ritchie got there, Billy, because it was Livramento that was doing the warming up, and Ritchie was just getting a talking to about what he's supposed to do when he's on the pitch.
Yeah.
And again, we don't play out the best way there, and Kelly is fouled by Matt Ritchie. And Bournemouth have an opportunity now to float the ball in. Of course, Ritchie has scored a cracking goal for Newcastle down here. A few years back now, though. And it's going to be Cook again to take the set piece for Bournemouth. Coming up to 34 minutes gone. We're still goalless, mainly thanks to some wonderful saves from Nick Pope. So Kelly will take this free kick. It's coming into the box. And a good header away by Lewis Miley. Comes, though, to Tavernier. Tavernier tries to look to the left foot to get a shot in, but it goes back to Cook. Cook floats a ball in. Nick Pope's committed himself and done really well.
Yeah, he did,
and punches the ball away. That's much better from Nick Pope.
Yeah, he did. He came out and went. That's what goalkeepers have to do. They can't be hesitating. It's cost him a few times this season, but not on that occasion.
I mean, maybe those saves, Billy, have just given him that a little bit of confidence now, just to go with his decisions.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. Very confident tonight, and goalkeeping's got to be confident, I guess. If you're an unconfident goalkeeper...
Oh, Trippier's put him in trouble here, but he gets there and clears the ball.
Yeah, he started very well, Pope. Had a really good half an hour.
But we are struggling here, Billy. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, people are asking in the chat, is Willock on the pitch? I mean, we just haven't seen Joe Willock enough in this first half, but I'm not sure that's Joe Willock's fault.
No, we've just not had the ball.
I mean, to be fair, Neto's had to make a couple of saves for Bournemouth. It's not like we haven't had any attempts on goal. It's just, I mean, the injuries are remarkable, really.
Allowed a fucking 5'2" man to outjump him there. That was ridiculous.
Solanke to Semenyo now. Semenyo on the right-hand side, plays it back to Aarons. Aarons inside now for Cook. Cook back to Zabani. He goes forward again. And finds Ryan Christie. Christie turns. Left-footed ball is terrible. Richie intercepts that. Plays a nice 1-2 with Longstaff. Inside to Lewis Miley. Nice play by Newcastle. And Richie then taken out by Christie. That was, for me, a yellow card. I don't know about you, Billy.
No, I didn't think so. Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah, it's unlike you not to say it.
That's why I said it. This ref doesn't seem to have any cards. I mean, similar to the ref on Wednesday night.
Yeah. Anyway, the ball is with Lascelles now, who brings it over the halfway line for Newcastle. Inside to Joe Linton. Joe Linton, again, trying to hold off Senesi, but couldn't. He loses the ball, and Bournemouth have it back now with Max Aarons, who decides to go for a little sprint down the right-hand side, cuts back, lays it off to Christie. Christie fires a ball back to Senesi there.
There's going to be no pressure now with Richie on the pitch, that's for certain.
Yeah, we'll lack that little bit of intensity on the right-hand side, don't we? Zabani now for Bournemouth steps up, plays it out to the right-hand side to Max Aarons. Aarons goes down the line. It's a good ball into Solanke down the channel. Oh, beautiful back heel, and it's just wide by Semenyo. And that should have been 1-0 Bournemouth. Brilliant bit of play for Solanke, Billy, with a back heel.
Yeah, very strong as well, wasn't he? Holding the ball up. Then that had the vision to see Semenyo coming on his inside. Did brilliantly there, Solanke. That's a great bit of play. Got to score there for me.
Well, he's got with his right foot, Billy. I think you've got to try and take that with your left and just try and find the corner.
Is that Share's hand, is it?
It did.
A bit close.
I'm not sure if Fabian Schär knew anything about that, to be fair. I mean, I don't really know where he's supposed to put his hand there, Billy, but it doesn't look like VAR are looking at that.
No.
But Semenyo would be disappointed. I think he should have gone with his left and just placed it in the corner. He would have scored.
Should have scored.
Yep. Pope with a long goal kick finds the head of Joe Linton, but it just rolls out of play. It's one of those nights at the minute, unfortunately for us.
It's going to be a war of attrition this game, I'm afraid.
It's still 0-0 though, and that's the main thing. Aarons throws it up the field looking for Semenyo. Miley's header. Joe Linton brings it down. Looked a little flick. I'm sure he pulled Cook back there. And then again, they go for this long ball. And they find Semenyo on the right-hand side. Lewis Hall across there to help out. Right by the corner flag now. Spins from Lewis Hall. Plays a ball inside. Longstaff is there. And manages to clear with his left foot. Finds Willock. Willock with a lovely turn. Finds Lewis Hall. Hall in turn gives it to Joe Linton. Brilliant strength from Joe Linton. Sets Willock away. And he sets Anthony Gordon away now. He's got past Zabani. He's got it. He's heading into the box now. Anthony Gordon plays it across. Willock dummy didn't. Kelly was alert to the situation and managed to clear.
It was a great counter-attack there, wasn't it? Brilliant play from Willock and Gordon and Joe Linton. Brilliant. All three of them were superb there.
Kelly did really well, though, for Bournemouth here, Billy, because he kept his eye on the ball when Willock back heel. In fact, it was Tavernier that came back to help out.
I'm not sure Willock should have done with that, to be fair, but he did.
Yeah, take a touch and blast it. That's what we could have done with, but it's a throw to Newcastle, which Lewis Hall will take. Hall to Willock. Willock spins. Brilliant play from Joe Willock, looking for a bit of support here on the edge of the box. Willock to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall driving towards the byline. He's won a corner for Newcastle United off Max Aarons.
What's he appealing for, the knob? Saldo corner or penalty, mate? Take your pick.
Well, I thought originally Lewis Hall did appeal for a penalty. In fact, it's Anthony Gordon, not Lewis Hall. It's a good tackle by Aarons. I'm not sure what Aarons was appealing for. And now it's going to be a corner which Trippier will take again. We've got about 5.5 minutes to half time. Still goalless here at the Vitality. In it comes. That's a much better corner. And it's come to the edge of the box to Matt Ritchie. He blasts it back across the face of goal. Comes loose for Gordon. He couldn't hit it. Lascelles is in there, but the ricochet bounces again to Bournemouth. And they break now down the left-hand side with Tavernier. Tavernier's gone across now, looking for Clivett on the right. Trippier's had to go all the way back across to the left again. But Newcastle suddenly get men behind the ball all of a sudden. In comes the cross. It's gone to Kelly again on this left-hand side. He plays it back. Senesi now for Bournemouth, midway through the Newcastle half. And Bournemouth are just taking the time. It's with Tavernier again. And he this time uses Christie. Christie's got Max Aarons here on the right-hand side. Aarons, he's got past Trippier quite easily there. Cross comes in again. Solanke and Lascelles is all over him, but a great clearance from the skipper. Christie fires it in. Semenyo, he couldn't take it. And out comes Nick Pope. And if he'd taken that ball...
Yeah,
guys, can we keep it... keep the chat friendly, please. Let's not argue with each other.
Offside, anyway.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah,
but Lewis Hall and Trippier are on different opposite sides at the minute.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's offside. Why the Osman isn't flagging for that, I don't know. Now, and they're pushing the back also.
I don't know why he had to push Lewis Hall there. There was absolutely no need. But Semenyo is causing a lot of trouble for Newcastle.
Looks a bit like Lennox Lewis, doesn't
he? Yes, he does. Not these days, though.
No.
Here is now Cook for Bournemouth, forced back a little bit by the pressure of Ritchie. And it comes to Zabani now. Zabani out to Max Aarons on the right-hand side for Bournemouth. He plays a long ball, again, down the channel for Solanke. They've had a bit of success with that pass in the first half, Billy.
Yeah, Solanke's very good, isn't he? He's had a good first half, Solanke.
But he's not getting anything out of Fabian Schär. That's a certainty. Throw into Bournemouth, which is going to be taken by the fullback Max Aarons, who still looks about 6 years of age. A good interception by Lewis Hall, but again, it comes straight to a Bournemouth player. Kelly now. Semenyo, who's moved to this left-hand side for Bournemouth. He's looking to take Trippier and Ritchie on. Gets it back to Kelly. Kelly's ball is deflected into the arms of Nick Pope, who's looked very, very assured in this first half, I have to say.
He's been very good.
Willock gets it to Lewis Hall, to Anthony Gordon. Back to Hall. Tried to play it straight to Willock, but comes back to Gordon. Gordon, nice ball into Joe Linton. Joe Linton now to Miley. Miley decides to step forward. Here's Anthony Gordon. Gordon wriggles free of some Bournemouth pressure and plays a lovely ball out to Matt Ritchie on the right-hand side. Ritchie then goes straight to... and that should be a Newcastle corner.
Not going to be, I don't think. No, it is.
It isn't. It's given it to Bournemouth goal kick.
I think Trippier knew.
Yeah. I think that was our corner, to be honest, Billy. Yes, it was.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And I think that's where... I mean, listen, Kelly's going to appeal for that as a goal kick, and, unfortunately, the linesman bought it.
I've been impressed with Kelly so far. I mean, he's another one on our radar, isn't he, as well?
Mm-hmm. Bournemouth have played well first half, Billy. I have to say that they're doing everything they can. But at the minute, I'm not sure. Did Miley duck out the way of that?
Yeah. He's hurt himself as well. Well, no one near him either. That could be a bad one. They've let it go out. Is it? I'm not sure
whether the ball just hit him in the bollocks, Billy.
Yeah. Is it Solanke?
Yeah, I think Miley moved out the way. He's pulled a groin muscle there. Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
And Solanke, who's had his fair share of injuries as well. The physio's still not on the pitch, by the way. Barley Charles, welcome as a new member. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. And welcome to Members Club. There is a poll in the chat today, guys. Me and Billy are going to do a mental health show. So we want to know if you guys wanted to go as a recorded video or whether you'd rather us do it live, where we can all talk about things. And, I'm going to be frank and honest about mine. I'm sure Billy will be. And it's just to know whether you want the show live or recorded. So please do vote in the poll for that one. But this doesn't look good, I have to say, for Solanke. Not the way his right leg slipped away from him there. And I think Bournemouth are going to have to make a change.
Well,
right on half-time.
That's got to be good news for us because he's been really dangerous so far.
It certainly has.
I don't know who they've got as a replacement. 6 minutes of added time.
Wow. Anthony Stafford, thank you very much for your £2 super chats. That's your first super chat on a live stream. Thank you very much for that, Anthony. Much appreciated.
Well, he's walking off unaided, so it's not as bad as it appeared, but we shall see.
Sometimes you never know with groins, though, do you? Because, he is feeling, he's wincing a little bit.
But being so close, 6 minutes, I don't think now he's going to come back on.
Maybe he's trapped his right testicle or something, Billy. I mean,
perhaps.
It does happen.
Maybe he fell on it.
It's a possibility, Billy. It is a possibility. But I think if he'd done anything nasty to his groin, they wouldn't even attempt to bring him back on the field. But it certainly looks like he's going to come back on once the 30 seconds are up, of course. This ridiculous rule that the Premier League have brought in.
When it's like that, when you know, it's obvious the player is not feigning injury. I don't see the point here. But I mean, it's been around now for 30 odd years. We should be used to it by now. But
indeed. Anyway, here's Lewis Miley for Newcastle to his fellow Lewis Hall and into Gordon. Now back to Miley. I think Miley's played well first half, Billy.
Yes, very well. Very mature performance from the young lad.
Richie now plays it back to Lascelles. Newcastle trying to see out till half time. It's been a very, very difficult half for them in which they've lost Miggy Almer onto injury, another one. Bournemouth, though, scrapping, but the great work again from Miley to win the ball back. Gordon now to Willock. Willock's control not great, but he manages to find Lewis Hall. Inside to Willock again. This is a good opportunity for Newcastle. Willock has found Richie. Richie pulls it back in the middle, not the best ball, and cleared away high into the sky, which Trippier is there, and then plays the ball over his head, looking for Longstaff. Thumped away. Solanke is back on the pitch and looks like he's running quite freely there, Billy, and twisting there. So let's just say a trapped testicle was the problem there.
Yeah, dropped a bollock. It's offside, isn't it?
Yeah, Willock looked a mile offside. Kelly heads it back to Neto, and it's with the Bournemouth keeper now. We've had a couple of minutes so far of the extra, so around about 4 minutes of additional time to go at the end of the first half. Still Bournemouth 0, Newcastle United 0 at the Vitality. It's been a very, very shall we say stubborn performance from Newcastle. Certainly not the best, but they're still in the game and they're still competing. And that seemed a bit harsh. Miley now. Gordon. Look inside for Willock. Willock looked.
There's an easy pass in there to Miley.
Yeah, Willock's attitude there, Billy, looked a bit, like
I guess he's frustrated. I guess he's himself into the game as much as he wanted to, but I mean, that's down to them as much as us.
Yep. Hall clears it for Newcastle United. Comes to Willock. Willock, that's a better bit. Just unlucky.
Yeah.
Semenyo will pelt after this. I'll be amazed if he gets to that, which he doesn't, and a goal kick for the Toon.
It looks like we need a smash and grab job here, I think. This is going to have to be the kind of way we're going to win this game.
Yeah, unless Bournemouth burn themselves out. I mean,
Well, they could run out of steam, yeah. But I mean, if they're running out of steam, what state are we going to be in? We've had games.
Right. Yeah, that's a very good point. And Nick Pope's certainly not rushing this goal kick here, Billy. And he tells players to push up and launches the ball forward. Joe Linton underneath this one, wins the header. But again, doesn't find a Newcastle player. Semenyo can't keep the ball in, and it's a throw-in to Newcastle, which left back Lewis Hall will take. Back to Willock. Willock controls it, being forced backwards here. Has to go back to Fabian Schär. Schär, though, calm as you like. Ball forward. Again, just not finding a green shirt.
Got that.
Yeah.
Didn't want to commit himself, did he?
No. They don't want to commit themselves into situations where they might be caught out on the break, Billy. That's all I can think of at the minute.
Yeah.
Here's Kelly for Bournemouth towards the centre circle. Plays it wide for Zabani. Zabani brings it forward to Max Aarons just before the halfway line. Turns back to his centre-back Zabani. In turn goes across again to Senesi. Senesi now, who's not the tallest of centre-backs, is he?
No, but he's a master of the dark arts. Typical Argentine centre-half, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He's built like Martinez at Man United, isn't he? Similar sort of shape.
Like him, very like him.
Good work by Cook to win the ball back for Bournemouth. Kelly brings it over the halfway line. Out to Tavernier now, who saw a lot of the ball in the first 25 minutes of this game. Clivert plays it out to Zabani again. He gives it in turn to Max Aarons on the right-hand side. Aarons clips a ball over the top. Looking for Christie. Fabian Schär is there and belts it into touch. And it's going to be a throw into Bournemouth. which Aarons will take. Back to Zabani, to Senesi. Senesi out to the left-hand side again to Tavernier. Back to Kelly. Kelly now has a look, brings it up towards the halfway line again. He's going to go long, looking to the right-hand side for Semenyo. Semenyo brings it down nicely, back to Max Aarons. Bournemouth are really just knocking it freely around, but we've had the 6 minutes now, Billy.
Yeah, they've dominated possession, haven't they, for sure?
There can't be much more than that. I mean, how it ref? Look at your bloody watch, pal. Where's these extra minutes coming from? Seconds, I should say.
Well, Solanke was down in injury time, wasn't he? So.
Oh, yeah, he was, wasn't he? Good point. So maybe a couple of minutes added on for that as well. But at the moment, Bournemouth are just knocking the ball around the pitch here. Nothing spectacular going on in the game. Kelly back to Senesi. And the referee does blow the whistle for half-time. I'm not sure what to make of that. No bookings, no nothing in that first half, Billy.
No, Bournemouth have been on top. They've been slightly ahead of us on the ball, getting to the ball. Should have scored, perhaps. Not for the keeping of Nick Pope. He's been brilliant first half. At times we've looked sloppy in defence, and at times we haven't. It's been a strange half. We've created chances also, despite not looking a bit toothless up front. But we have created chances despite that. It's been an odd game, but we're still in it, and we can win the second half.
Yep. Well, certainly still in it. That's the main thing. But we don't have anyone on the bench who's a game changer, I think, Billy. That's the that's the main thing for me, is that we don't really have that game changer on the bench now. I mean, Livramento's there. He's the only one that could maybe offer something going forward.
Yeah, and Joe Willock never lasts 90 minutes, whether he's fit or unfit. So at some point in the second half, we're going to see Livramento come on and maybe Richie fit into the midfield. But yeah, we really are on our bare bones at the minute. I mean, we thought we were bad last week. It's worse now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know what to make of it, Billy, to be honest. I kind of think
every game we're getting players, it's the amount of games we're playing. It's for the squad of our size, and people said we were going to suffer for it, and West Ham suffered through it. We didn't invest enough in despite FFP, we did invest, but unfortunately the player we invested in managed to get himself a 10-month ban, which obviously doesn't help.
No. And I think some people are mentioning that maybe the Champions League is hindering us for fitness as well. I can't disagree with that. I think obviously that the extra games have taken the toll, but these are the games we want to play in, Billy.
Yeah. I mean, Eddie wants to win every game he plays in, and that's the way he is. That's it. But is it hindering us for the league? I mean, the league is more important to me than Champions League. We're not going to win the Champions League, but the league is very important. We need to be qualifying for next season and with a better squad. So, do you kind of throw the Champions League to get better, be more fit in the Premier League? I'm not sure. That's not really how it works, but you might have to at some point.
Yeah, I agree. George, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says, I know it's not a goal, but Pope's saves are worth this one. I mean, he's been the standout, Billy. It's very rare that we've said that the goalkeeper has probably been our best player in that first half.
Yeah, he's back to his old self, isn't he? He looks confident, coming for crosses, not hesitating. 2 superb saves, or maybe 3 even. Yeah, he looked very confident first half, and without him, I think we'd be a couple of goals down now.
I mean, some of the saves were brilliant. That one from Christie on the edge of the box, Billy, was fabulous. I mean, he made the punch, but I mean, he did have Semenyo all over the back of him and putting him off. So he got it clear of the penalty area, the danger zone, and then that shot from Christie came through a number of players.
How he saw it was beyond me. It was a fantastic save. Just the reaction to the bloke was unbelievable. To get down that quick without kind of seeing the ball where it was coming from. Phenomenal save. Very underrated save, I'd say.
Yeah. Mats has been a member for 10 months. He says, agree, Billy. Premier League is our bread and butter. Miley looking good, hoping for a scrappy 1-0. Calvin, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, Miggy injured now. You can't write it. Foucault get Mad Dog on. Well, I mean, Eddie and Mad Dog might have to play a couple of the Carabao games the way we're going. Jesus. Mama Toon Stato, good evening to Stato's mum. And she says, missing Stato shouting. Yeah, I'm not. I imagine he would be tonight. But of course, he's over in Poland with Anya. We've seen some lovely pictures this afternoon on our WhatsApp group. $4.99 from Deep Into Snow. Thank you very much, bud. Love Eddie, but when players are back fit, we need regular rotation of players during games, not the same team until 89 minutes. What do you make of that, Billy?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Say again.
He said, where's it gone? Love Eddie, but when players are back fit, we need regular rotation of players during games, not the same team until 89 minutes.
I tend to agree. Mm. Trippier, he's having a good game tonight, to be fair to him, but I mean, he needs rotating at times, and he hasn't been really, apart from Carabao Cup games, which is odd to me. When you've got someone of the quality of Livramento there. I tend to agree with that comment.
Yeah. Guys, we've got nearly 1,900 people watching the stream. Thank you so much again for your support and for tuning into the Toon Review this afternoon. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. We really love to have you become part of this incredible community here on the Toon Review. And, of course, hit that notification bell, which will let you know when we schedule our live shows or we upload any videos. Please do keep hitting the thumbs up button. We're currently nearing, we're over 650. Let's see if we can get above 1,000 likes again tonight on the stream. That would be fantastic. And, of course, you can donate to the channel, as so many wonderful people have already this afternoon, by hitting that $sign at the bottom of the live comments. And that will also get your comment read out straight away. Willock Billy, not been in the game very much. Started to come into it, I think, last 5-10 minutes of the half. But what do we do? Because it's not like we have a replacement on the bench to give him.
Well, this is it. We can't take him off. We've got to get the ball to him more, because he's dangerous when he gets it. But again, he doesn't last 90 minutes, does he? I mean, maybe he's paced himself. Maybe that's he's not getting himself into the game much. We just don't know, do we? But if we get Joe Willock into the game, I think we'll win it, if I'm perfectly honest. Because when he has had the ball, he's looked very dangerous. Nice little triumvirate on that left-hand side, Gordon, Hall and Willock, and occasionally Joe Linton joining in. We can get Joy down there. Because down the right, with Miggy off, I think we're kind of a bit paltry down there, aren't we?
AG says we are far too stretched. We need to buy big in January. Notorious NR3 says, what are we donating to? Is this a charity stream? No, it's just a donation to the channel, just to help us with running costs, etc. As so many wonderful people normally do. It just shows your appreciation for the work we put in, basically. That's what super chats are. But you do get your comment read out straight away as well. Sean says, tough game for the lads, so depleted, but we've got their backs. How are the lads?
That's all we can do, really.
Yeah. Kendo says, trips deliveries just not quite there. Long for over-the-wall goal again, seems like ages ago. Geordie Lad said, as Premier League, we are going to struggle in some games, especially when we have 2 to 3 games a week. Matt says, never mind injuries. It's all our key players as well. I wouldn't mind a Gillespie injury, if you know what I mean. It does seem to be the players in the most important positions that get injured, Billy.
Well, yeah, of course. They're the ones that are playing week in, week out, hardly being rotated. And, the amount of games they're playing, they're going to be injured. Baz down under says there, Gordon's looking a bit iffy. He looked a bit ginger at times in the first half. No pun intended.
I mean, it's hard for Gordon's just ran his socks off again, but it's just something just not clicking. But I'm sure it will. Billy, I'll be back in 2 seconds, buddy.
Okay. Let's do a few more comments and while we're here. Yeah, as Baz says down under, Gordon's looking a bit iffy. Yeah, he pulled up and was jogging along for earlier in the half. Hopefully he can get himself right, because we definitely need no more injuries. Umu says there's been games like this season when we're winning by 3 goals. Plus, this is the time to rest vital players like Isaac, Bruno, and Trips? Certainly, certain games there is. Absolutely, Matt's Richie is as soon as old as my granddad. He is. He's not going to offer us much down that right side, but he's got a quality left foot on him, and if we can get the ball to his left foot and in chances of scoring, he's clinical enough to do it. Troy says, Howe has no confidence in the young strikers like he does in the defenders. I'd rather play without forwards. Well, he's got no choice because both of our strikers are injured, mate. Wilson's injured, Isaac's injured. We only have 2 strikers. The point is we should have invested in a 3rd striker in a transfer window. But, as again, FFP has hampered us and we spent 55 million on a player that we can't use till next August. And that's that. That's that really done and dusted. Troll says we have more top teams coming up soon. We do, but we have 2 weeks, well, before the next game, and we can kind of get players back. Who comes back, I don't know. We shall see. Obviously, it's a case of time and how players get themselves fit in the rest time. Judy says Ten Hag banned from the touchline for the next game against Everton. That's an advantage for Manchester United, I would imagine. Although was he at it against there? Then he must have been to be banned so quick. Ant says, Spike says, and more injuries. We'll need the under 12s anymore. And yeah, of course we will. We really are on our bare bones. Kenny says, doubt we make 10-10. I don't know what that means. Julie says, or use the women's team. Yeah, we could. Dear me. Irish Toon says, how's only witnesses loyalty to the same players even when they're having a bad game? Fair comment, but at the moment, he's got no choice, has he? He's got to just go with the fit players, everyone, whether they're kind of the right players or, he can't afford to rotate because we have rotated down. Well, not rotated, but we're injured down, so we can't rotate anymore. As simple as that.
Yeah. Edward Gorn, thank you for your 1,000 yen super chat. He says we need the international break. It's not just the players we are missing, but there is no rest for the rest of the team and risk of more injuries. I've seen a lot of people mentioning bringing Minte back, but look, he's injured till January.
Yeah.
So by the time January comes around, hopefully we've got some of our players back and we're going to strengthen again in January anyway. So I'd leave him where he is. He's having a brilliant season. And, keep his confidence up. Then we don't have a problem. But I'm quite happy to leave him where he is for now, Billy, especially as he's injured till January anyway.
Yeah, it's no point getting him back, is there? Let's be honest. And like you say, January comes, we can reinforce anyway, even if the players aren't back. Give me 2 minutes, mate.
Yeah, no bother. Yano says Hall looks out of his depth. Livramento should be playing. I mean, I was quite surprised he wasn't in the starting lineup, I must admit. I thought, the way he's been playing, getting the man of match awards in the games that he's played, I'm quite surprised that he's not there. But look, he isn't. I don't think Hall's looked out of his depth. I think he's done okay. But they're all going to look. We're asking a lot of these kids, the way the team is at the minute, and I think he's done all right. I wouldn't have a go at Lewis Hall. I think he's done perfectly okay. Chris Lynch, thank you for your £10 super chat. He says, don't forget Susan in the background does a lot of work that's not seen. This is a game we can win via Gordon. He is the match winner. Absolutely echo that as well, Chris. Thank you very much, buddy. Dark by Design there says no one should be allowed on international duty with this situation in Newcastle. More important than England or whoever. I understand where you're coming from, matey, but a lot of these players do like playing international football, and it is a big honour for them, especially representing their own countries. We've seen that numerous times with players. They love playing and very proud to pull on the international shirts. And so when they're asked to do that, they will do that. I think it's a little unfair if they ask them not to go away. Ricky has Wilson pulled out the England squad. I haven't seen anything that he's pulled out the England squad. So that's an interesting one for me. I said that at the start of the stream. I was a very, very strange decision for me that he hasn't been pulled out yet, but he's still in the England squad.
Yeah, it's very odd. Having said that, James Maddison was injured on the Monday and he wasn't pulled out. He was still called up for it. So, I'm not sure where Gareth Southgate's coming from, to be honest. Yeah.
Yano's comment just before you went off for a break there, Billy, just saying about Lewis Hall says he struggled. I don't think he's struggled. I think he's looked okay for me.
He's better going forward than he's defending at the moment, but he's a young kid, isn't he? He hasn't actually learned the art of proper defending yet, but going forward he looks very good. And he hasn't been found wanting as such, has he?
I don't think he has. Listen, he's against Semenyo, who's a very, very good player. Livramento is coming on.
I wonder who that's for.
I do not know at the moment, Billy, but he is definitely coming on. I would say it's for Lewis Hall. Okay, I'll say it now. Because he brought Richie on, I think Livramento will go to left back. Calvin, it could be, Calvin, thank you for your £2 super chat. Miley has really impressed me. Well done, young man. And Frosthammer, thank you for your €2. He says Bournemouth need to be getting 3 points in these kinds of games. Well, hopefully not against us. Bournemouth have had a lot of chances in that first half. I've just seen a load on the Sky highlighting a few chances. But Livermento having a good chat with Fabian Schär there before he comes on the pitch. Still no confirmation of who it's for. I'm just seeing the fourth official there, having a check of Livermento's equipment. And it is for Lewis Hall. Now, does Trippier go to left back or does Livermento go to left back? I'm trying to see where I think Livermento's going to right back, Billy.
No, I think he's going left back. I think he's coming all the way to the side of the pitch.
Yeah, because we're attacking the other end, remember? That's a good point, actually.
It's left back. He's coming out away from the tunnel to the other side of the pitch.
Yeah,
so it's left back.
Yeah, Trippier's staying left back, right back, sorry. So, yeah. I'm all right with that. Certainly with the way he played at left back on Wednesday night. I don't have a problem with that.
No,
but guys, yeah. Anyway, we are ready to go again. So if just pause it and wait till I say, right, we're underway, which we are now. We're underway for the second half. And Bournemouth attacking from left to right in this second half. So hopefully Newcastle, though, will stay strong here.
Oh, slicey. I must admit, when you're getting injuries like that, you don't just take players off, unless he is injured, of course, but I find it strange.
Well, it seems to be that it's always Lewis Hall that comes off at half time, isn't it? It's bizarre. It's like he only plays 45 minutes.
It's unnecessary to me when you're getting injuries with irregularity we are.
Yeah,
that just doesn't make much sense to me, I've got to say. But he may have an injury ourselves, so we can't comment really.
Yeah. Anyway, the ball is with Max Aarons, and he plays it to Zabani across to Senesi. Just a little bit of 1-2s between the centre-backs, and then it's back to Neto in the Bournemouth goal. And then he launches one up the field. Semenyo with a header on. Fabian Schär is there to clear for Newcastle. Only finds Christie for Bournemouth.
Oh, referee.
And that's a bit of a nasty one. Dylan, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. He says Rick O'Shea would be a good signing. Rick O'Shea, Billy.
Yeah, too many clubs to sign him from, unfortunately. He plays everyone but us.
Always plays against us, never seems to play for us. That's just the way it is at the minute. He seems to always play for the opposition, does Rick O'Shea, but never mind.
I just looked at our bench and Diallo looks like Paul Ince. Absolute spitting image of him.
Yeah, he does. Here's Jamal Lascelles for Newcastle United to Trippier. Trippier will roll it back. It's an awful back pass from Trippier, and Solanke's let himself down there terribly.
Not as much as
well. Oh my God.
Kieran Trippier's made an absolute arse of that.
Wow. Solanke onto it in a flash. Took too much of a heavy touch. Nick Pope did well there, to be fair, Billy.
Nick Pope was quick out of his marks. So now at the angle there and panicked Solanke into that.
I think Nick Pope did brilliantly well there.
Yeah.
And, we get away with one there. Jesus. I mean, look, yeah. Matt says his heart's just dropped out his arse. I'm sure it dropped out of Nick Pope's and Kieran Trippier's, to be honest, but Pope did really well.
Nick Pope did phenomenally well. He really
forcing the error from Solanke, really, because he
challenging there. Standing watching it. Christ almighty.
Yeah. Trippier this time brings it down brilliant. I mean, he goes and makes a back pass like that and then shows a bit of absolute class there, Billy, bringing the ball out the air, just cushioning the ball and then playing it back. Ball down the line looking for the run of Longstaff, but Kelly is there for Bournemouth. And that's a little short one for Neto, but he did really well there just to knock the ball back to Kelly. And,
Kelly looks very short, I've got to say, but yeah.
Good closing down there by Matt Ritchie, and it's a throw to Bournemouth. So a very iffy start, I think it's fair to say, for the second half, Billy Bob.
Yes, absolutely. The fact he was looking at him as well. I mean, that's not down to poor quality. That's down to fatigue. It has to be.
Yeah.
And even more amazing that we took Lewis Hall off.
I know. Here come Bournemouth again. Good play by Lascelles. Bournemouth wanted a handball. They're not going to get it. Trippier, he's lost the ball, and Longstaff comes in and rescues him. Trippier's had a bit of an iffy first couple of minutes of this second half, Billy. I think it's fair to say, but hell's teeth. Arse is twitching like a rabbit's nose at the minute, but again, I mean, it started the same way as the first half went, Billy, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, you're encouraging them when doing stuff like that, aren't you? You know, they don't need much encouragement, but to do things like that, it's amazing, really.
Well, the ball is with Zabani now for Bournemouth, and he goes across to his partner, Senesi, to Kelly. Kelly plays the ball forward now, but that's deflected off Matt Ritchie again. Good closing down early doors from Matt Ritchie. He's done that a couple of times at the start of this second half.
Yeah.
I just don't see where our goal's coming from, Billy. I find it, given Willock's, Willock's playing the deep midfield role there by the looks of things alongside, Longstaff and Mike. I just don't see where goal's coming from at the minute.
We're not getting the pace into any kind of attack, are we? We haven't got the time in midfield to make the passes that we need to get the pace, the right kind of passes so the pace works. Yeah, I tend to agree with it. It's going to be a war of attrition, as I said in the first half. And
of course, if Bournemouth score, I'm even more worried about trying to get back in the game. It just uphill struggle. Livramento takes that ball down very well.
Pope, he wanted to come for that.
He did. Yeah, Pope was a little bit slow there, and now we're under a bit of pressure. Good work from Gordon and Miley getting stuck in there. Miley clears the ball. And Joe Willock looks really frustrated. Again, he throws his arms down to his side.
Poor pass, wasn't it?
Yeah. Kelly now out to the left-hand side. Tavernier will have a run down again. Cuts it inside. Nice little ball to Clivett. Clivett looked for Solanke. Great covering from Trippier. But Trippier's lost the ball. Very, very slow on the ball. And again, a chance to whip the ball in and cleared by Lascelles. Aaron's ball in was cleared. But again, Trippier asleep. That's fatigue, Billy. That's all that is.
Nothing but fatigue.
Oh, Willock's won the ball back. And now Newcastle break forward. But again, what's Willock doing, man? And we're giving the ball away again in stupid places. Tavernier goes for a run. He's into the box. Cuts it back. There's nobody there for Bournemouth. And Semenyo on the pitch, blocked by Livramento brilliantly. And Willock comes away again. Better ball now to Gordon. He goes down the left-hand side. It's a 2-on-3 for Newcastle. Gordon cuts in, looking for an option. Where is the option? It's not there. He's still got it, Gordon. Now finds Trippier. Trippier's got an overlap now. It's Matt Ritchie who's got an overlap from Trippier. Ritchie, poor ball, but gets it back now. Trippier inside to Joe Linton. Back to Trippier. Newcastle being forced back a little bit, but finds Longstaff now. Looked like a push on Longstaff there. And then he's brought down by Senesi, and the referee's allowed play to go on.
You're having a laugh, referee. That's absolute nonsense.
How on this planet was that not a free kick?
That's pathetic. That really is pathetic.
At the minute, the ball's bouncing everywhere, and
play down.
Trippier's slow to get up.
That might not be a bad thing, to be fair. That's the way he started the second half.
And yeah. Joe, it's Matt Ritchie now. Back to Lewis Miley. Newcastle looking for a way through. Livramento now for Newcastle. To Joe Willock. Livramento goes on the overlap. Willock still on the ball. Looks for that outlet. Finds Gordon, who's only about a yard away from him. Willock again. To Gordon.
Nearly
Willock's pass was awful there.
Yeah, he fucked it up from 2 yards away.
Yeah, here's Joe Linton. Livramento. This is good stuff from Newcastle, though, Billy. Holding the ball. Livramento has to go back to Miley. Miley does really well from under pressure from Solanke. And now it's back with Trippier. To Ritchie. Ritchie floats a lovely ball over the top for Longstaff now. Longstaff. Newcastle playing a little bit better here last couple of minutes. Joe Linton. He had Clivett all over him, but just spins away from him. Miley to Trippier. But again, there's no killer pass. There's no way through for Newcastle. Back to Lascelles. To Trippier now. We need a bit of creativity here in the final third. Here's Joe Linton. Tries to turn, but he's lost the ball to Senesi and then brings him down. Free kick to Bournemouth.
Give that one,
I can't believe that wasn't the foul earlier on Longstaff. It was absolutely unbelievable.
I don't think Senesi believed it.
Anyway, Bournemouth are going to just take the time here. Kelly is going to take the free kick. But again, Billy, good possession there by Newcastle, but we just don't seem to have that little spark in the final third.
There's no cutting edges, so there's no creativity. We're not getting Gordon in the right areas of the pitch for him to use his pace again. We've definitely gone with Joe Linton through the middle now, which is negating Joe Linton to a certain extent.
Yeah.
He's not a centre forward, as we know.
Semenya manages to keep the ball in play. Having a run at Livramento gets no joy out of him. But again, Rick O'Shea and Livramento again. Christie can't get past him this time.
Tackling with his wrong foot as well. Brilliant tackle.
I mean, the guy's just class. I can't believe he did not start this game. That's the one that I find the strangest thing from this, Billy. Senesi now for Bournemouth. Out to the left with Kelly. In turn, out to Tavernier. Back to Kelly. I mean, let's just hope the Newcastle legs don't give way, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, unless they say it's harder work without the ball than with it, but apparently it's 50-50 first half in possession, but I mean, it's strange. I couldn't see that.
No. I'm not sure who's been doing the stats for that, but I think they've had a Castor, Billy.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Senesi on the halfway line for Bournemouth. Plays it forward. Good ball into Semenya. Spins around from Joe Willock. Cuts back inside. Good play from Semenya. And gives it out wide again to Kelly. Kelly in turn to Tavernier. Sorry, it's Clive this time. Inside to Kelly. Kelly he's forced back to Senesi. And Senesi back to Zabani now on the halfway line for Bournemouth. Inside to Christie. Christie turns on his left foot now. Plays a ball over. It's a terrible ball. And intercepted by Trippier. Plays it into Lewis Miley. Miley to Longstaff. Longstaff takes a look. Gives it out wide now to Matt Ritchie. Ritchie back to Trippier. Lovely ball by Trippier down the line to Longstaff. And then Longstaff brought down. Surely that's a free kick this time. Oh, my God! Unbelievable referee. Wow.
I think that one was less apparent, but it was still a foul.
Crikey, Moses. Shaved my ass with a rusty razor blade. Unbelievable. Here's Kelly for Bournemouth.
But I think Bournemouth playing at this slow pace suits us more than just them, actually. I think they're...
Yeah.
You know, if they went at hammer and tongue, I think they'd be better for it. They might wear themselves out, but I think we can defend at this pace.
Yep, absolutely. Here's Senesi again on the halfway line across to Zabani. Zabani brings it forward, but again, he has to go to Senesi. No way through for Bournemouth. Out left again to Kelly. Kelly smashes a ball out to the right-hand side, finds Aaron's, cushioned it down, cleared by Shea to Anthony Gordon. Gordon inside to Willock. Plays a lovely 1-2, and Gordon's away. Now, Gordon, he's got three Bournemouth players around him, but he's been forced wide. Great defending by Cook, to be fair.
Yeah, he ain't got the pace, has he?
And then Gordon's brought down. Referee this time gives a free kick.
Hey.
And it's a booking for Cook. So the first booking of the game goes to Bournemouth. Good running from Anthony Gordon, Billy.
Yeah, but he didn't have that bit of pace that we associate with him, did he? He didn't get away from the little fella, did he? It's all there. In fact, he had it starting him and he got back at him.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I thought he was clean through when the first ball went through. But he did keep hold of the ball after all, even though he didn't have the pace for it. So he showed a bit of strength as well.
Yeah, but there wasn't really any support up for him though, Billy.
I think he's knackered. I'll be honest with you, I think he's knackered. Another one that never gets a rest, does he? In this case, we've got no choice in the matter. But
well, exactly. Who's going to replace him? You know, it's bare bones football for Newcastle United at the minute. But we do have a free kick in a very, very good position here. But I did say that on Wednesday night, and Dortmund went down the other end from that free kick and scored.
Well, yeah, it's the usual suspects taking it. Let's hope we can get a bit of air on this one. And Jamal Lascelles powers one in from the centre of the 6-yard box. That
would be lovely. Not much for the Toon Army travelling fans to shout about tonight, but this could be an opportunity. Trippier on his right foot. In it comes. It almost went in! How is that not gone in?
What? Ricochet again!
Oh, my God. It went past everybody, and somehow Neto kept it out.
I think Joe Willock should score here. Is it Joe Willock?
Cook missed the ball, and then Neto somehow managed to get his body there. And to be fair to Solanke, he was quick as a shot to get it away from Joe Willock.
Yeah, lucky bastard.
Massive opportunity. But, I mean, you can say the keeper was fortunate, but his positioning was very good.
Oh, Joe, that's poor.
Yeah. But again, what I like to see, Billy, is there's no shouting at each other there. Trippier just said, put his thumb up and said, come on, that's okay. You know, let's get on with the game. What the hell is Tavernier doing there? He fell over nothing.
Also,
Having a shout at Trippier, but he literally fell over fresh air there. I mean, when your luck's not in, Billy, your luck's not in, because 9 out of 10 times, a free kick like that, Cook missed the ball completely, and then it hits the keeper, whose positioning, fair enough, he was where he should be. But, you know, when your luck's not in, your luck's not in.
It was a brilliant free kick from Trippier, to be fair.
It was. But again, nobody from Newcastle came in to, you know, head it. It was a brilliant header, a brilliant free kick.
Don't too much there, lad. We did well.
Lascelles clears the ball for Newcastle up towards Longstaff, but Bournemouth win it back. Great play there by Senesi, the centre-back, into Semenya now. Good play by Joe Willock. But it's bounced free. We've gone to sleep, and Solanke has scored for Bournemouth.
Fabian Schär, I'm afraid.
We've gone to friggin' sleep again. Grab your granny, guys. It's time to drown her in the swimming pool. We've gone behind, and it's Dominic Solanke, and it's 1-0, Billy.
Yeah, it's a very, very poor defending from Schär and Livramento, actually. I mean, it's very, very unusual to say that, but yeah, it was a good tackle from Willock. They went to sleep, weren't expecting the tackle from Willock, obviously. But you watch this again now, ball comes in, it looked dangerous from here. Semenya gets the ball now, and Willock makes a good tackle on him. There you go. It's Livramento. Livramento there, shocking. On his wrong side, of course it is.
Yeah, we
but
slipped up.
Still, again, I think a left footer there clears that. Poor defending from Livramento, really poor.
I mean, let's not take anything away. It was a brilliant finish by Solanke.
Yeah,
no chance for Nick Pope.
No chance at all.
It was near post, but you know, when you hit it that hard from that range, literally 7 yards out, it's blasted home. Nick Pope's got no chance.
No.
Not
that power.
Remember, guys, no spoilers in the chat, please. Don't spoil it for everybody else. Just wait till we've commentated on the game, and then we can talk about it in the chat. Thank you very much. But Billy, half an hour left. I really struggle to see where anything for Newcastle is going to come from here, unless it's from a set piece.
We looked dead on our feet. I've got to say, we looked dead on our feet. You know, Joe Willock made the tackle there. It's real. I can't emphasise how bad defending that is on Livramento.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Christie with a brilliant turn, and suddenly Bournemouth have their tails well and truly up. Long ball into the box, headed away well by Livramento. Longstaff onto Joe Willock. Willock now turns, gives it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton again, blocked by Max Aarons, but he spins away from him brilliantly. And then he's got Semenyo, and Semenya brings him down. And Semenyo's got to get booked for that, surely. He's not going to be, but I mean, he took one.
Again, we've changed back to Joe Linton wide left and Gordon through the middle. I don't know how difference that's going to make, because we haven't got the time to make the creative passes. We've not hit a ball in the channels all afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, Ben Smith says the performance is embarrassing. Ben, I don't know what you expect, mate, from a team that's just put together with all the injuries. We're giving it a go. Richie now on the right-hand side, but good defending again. And then there's the ricochet again, Billy. Straight back to Neto in the goal.
We looked at our feet. Simple as that. Too many games, not enough squad to deal with it. It was inevitable in the end. And
I hate this shirt, Billy. I hate it.
It's shit.
Solanke spins away, and Solanke's knocked. Oh, that's brilliant from Solanke, but brilliant defending from Livramento. Absolutely brilliant. But again, Willock just not strong enough again. He's on the ball now, though, for Newcastle United. Cuts inside. It's a brilliant one from Livramento. But Livramento's got nobody up with him in support. He now gets it from Gordon. But again, what a dummy by Gordon. Gordon shot straight at the goalkeeper.
Yeah. He should have gone further in, man.
Yeah. He could have took it further towards goal, but he went for the first time. But again, Newcastle spring forward with Livramento. Beautiful ball back. Gordon's dummy here. Brilliant.
He's straight in.
Put it across the other side, or Longstaff running in, but
get yourself into the bloody box.
And now Max Aarons is down for Bournemouth. At least it'll give us a little bit of a breather here as well, to be fair.
We just don't seem to want it today, do we? Let's be honest. They want it more than us.
Yeah, it's just off. I don't think it's, some people in the comments are saying embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. We haven't got the players available.
He could have gone much further in now and on his left foot. I'd just be confident with your left foot. And if the tackle comes in, then you might get yourself a penalty. I just don't see how he's going to score from there, especially.
Yeah. I mean, that's an opportunity that we have to take. At this level, when we're not getting a lot of opportunities, we've got to be better in them situations.
Well, they're few and far between, aren't they? You've got to take advantage of them. You can't just shoot from 20 yards out when you've got another 10 yards to run into. I don't think, anyway. Maybe I'm being harsh, but...
Yeah, I don't think Max Aarons is going to be staying on the pitch, Billy. It doesn't look good for him here. We're seeing the goal again now. I mean... It was a foot in by, I mean, to be, we can look at it a lot of different ways with that goal, Billy. I mean, Will it gets the tackle?
Doesn't cover himself in glory either.
No, but were they expecting that kind of, deflection from the tackle from Willock? I don't know. I mean, Christ, it was just all over the shop to be.
I just think Livramento could have got the ball, could have got a kick on that foot onto the ball. Miley's coming off now.
Who's Miley? Who's coming on?
Well, look,
Ben Parkinson. So we are putting an out-and-out striker on the pitch.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a Joe Willock, Joe Linton, Longstaff midfield.
Yep.
Gordon left, Richie right, and Parkinson through the middle, I imagine. He's a handful, young Parkinson.
P-Way GG, you've just joined as a subscriber just to say Newcastle are pathetic losers. Well, there's only one pathetic loser that does that, to be fair. And that's you, who's written that comment. Jesus wept. Some of these people need to learn about football. Jesus wept, man, honestly.
Arsenal fan ban there. Nostalgia never dies. See you later, alligator.
Yeah. I mean, now look at Parkinson now closing down Neto. Wow, tremendous pace from the young kid there. It does give us another option having a striker on the pitch, to be honest, doesn't it, Billy?
Yeah, he's won the ball back there.
Yeah,
and that's a telling statistic there. We've given the ball away 9 times in the final third, which is not good for our defenders. I'm going to say most of them are from Trippier.
Yeah, and again, that's another one. I mean, he's given a free kick there. I think we've got lucky there. Clivett went in and won the ball. It was a poor pass by Trippier, and then, dear me. Yeah, a very, very, very good point made by Ancients of Moo, saying, are people forgetting, apart from Pope, Trippier, Gordon and Hall, and now Tino, this is the same players as we had under previous manager. Talk about an injury crisis. 100%. Bournemouth are making a couple of changes here. Max Aarons is one of them that's going off. I'm just trying to see who's coming on for Bournemouth.
Smith will be one of them.
Clivett's definitely going off as well. So I'm waiting for the name confirmations to come up on the screen.
Smith will be the fullback.
Yep.
That'll be Sinistera.
I think it is Sinistera. Yes, it is. So Smith and Sinistera on. I mean, that's a canny player to bring on, Billy.
Yeah. It's strange how Bournemouth have more depth than us. That's how bad it is.
Yeah. Just, realise that, guys. They're the same way embarrassing. I mean, come on. Anyway, long free kick by Newcastle. Again, the ball bounces kindly for Bournemouth and Smith smacks it away. Of course, he's just come on, so he's going to just settle himself into the game by getting a big boot on the ball there.
I'll take it then.
Well, there's 2 balls on the pitch at the minute, Billy.
One's just deliberately been hoofed on from the
Newcastle fans. Well, yeah, okay. Steve-O says, don't know what so-called fickle so-called fans expect. Look at our injuries. I know. But every time we get a negative thing happening on the pitch, they're out in force for some reason. But hey, there's still 22 minutes left of this game. Yeah, anything can happen.
Solanke's been very, very good today, I've got to say. Real handful.
Yeah, Lascelles looked like he couldn't move there to get that ball, Billy.
He knew what he was doing.
You reckon?
I'll say that with fucking gritted teeth.
Yeah, here's Joe Linton now down the left-hand side for Newcastle. Cuts onto his right, inside to Gordon. Gordon can't control it though. And Christie brings it away for Bournemouth into Solanke. Good play by Fabian Schär. Wins the ball back, but then we're out of position now. As Smith goes for a run down the right. Yeah, and oh no! Sean's done his ankle. He's in agony.
Was that a tackle?
No, I think he just won the ball, but he got his studs caught, Billy. Oh, look at Eddie Howe, man. He's in bits here. This looks a nasty one for Longstaff. Eddie Howe kicks a water bottle.
Well, I just don't know what to say.
I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this in my life, but that's a nasty one for Sean.
This is a stretcher job, I reckon.
Yep, it looks that way. He's in absolute agony. Absolute agony. And I think it was because when he blocked the ball there, Billy, went out for a throw, and I think his studs got caught in the ground.
Yeah.
It wasn't the tackle, because the Bournemouth player didn't get any sort of contact on Longstaff. It was the studs in the turf. It's one of them, Billy, where your studs are in the turf and then poof.
It's a long layoff for things like that, I'm afraid, as well.
I mean, look at the Eddie Howe and Tyndall can't actually believe it. He's sitting up, though. He's sitting up, but he's in agony.
No.
I mean, even if it's just a sprain, he won't be able to run that off on straight away. I'll be amazed if he's not injured here.
The fact he's sitting up's a good sign.
Yeah. He's going to get up. He's up.
Doesn't look great.
Oh dear. Kira, thank you very much for your $4.99 super chat. He says, hello, Paul and Billy. Would love for the mental health show to be live. Maybe having an open panel sort of thing. Just a suggestion. Yeah.
The ball's hit his ankle. That's really strange.
I just think it was the way he was running. It's just one of every single injury we get is a freak accident, Billy. It's just madness.
I think he's going to come back on anyway, so
yeah.
Maybe panic over.
Hopefully so. Long ball by Senesi out to the left-hand side. Sinistera tucks that down brilliantly. What a save again from Nick Pope. A magnificent effort, really, from Tavernier, Billy, and Pope turns it away.
Yeah, phenomenal save again. And they look dangerous every attack now, don't they?
That's
Jamal's slow to close down Tavernier there. He has a blast. Yeah. It's near post. I mean, let's be honest, Nick Pope should be saving that, but he does it well.
Yeah. Corner to Bournemouth. This could be a long 20 minutes, this, for Newcastle. And it comes to the near post. Flicked on. The ball's bouncing. It's in the net.
That's terrible.
And it's Dominic Solanke. And it's 2-0 to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Saving Nuns Fanny with a bloody rusty razor, for Christ's sake.
That's poor defending again, it looks like to me.
Chris Butcher, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. J7 is tired, but his passing today has been poor.
Oh, it's a good header from the near post, but they're standing watching him tap it in. It's in the post. Yeah. And it's Parkinson, actually. He's divvying, I'm afraid. Get rid of it, hoof that away. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he tried. I don't think he can blame Parky for that, Billy. It came to him really quickly. Ball bounces up. Solanke just flicks an ankle at it, and
it's a free goal, isn't it? It's a free goal. There's that many players there around it. You'd think one of them would get a good clearance on a VAR looking anyway.
I'm not sure why they're looking at it. Is it a handball by Solanke they're looking at?
Essentially. Oh, it is. He does hit his hand. There.
Yeah, I think that would be harsh, Billy, to disallow that. To be honest, if I'm a football fan, talking as a football fan,
well, he scored the goal, hasn't he? So if it touches his hand, I'm afraid that's going to be disallowed.
I don't think it has, Billy.
It's off the post. It's when it comes off the post.
It's off the post.
There. Oh, maybe not.
I don't think it's a handball, Billy. I think that's going to be given. Yeah, it's given.
Goal.
Ah, dear. Dear.
Well, that's a goal.
But again, Billy, deflections just don't go our way.
I'm afraid when you've got 8 people in that 6-yard box and just one lad goes for it, that's poor in my opinion. Yeah. I think that can be avoided.
Anyway, Joe Linton has the ball and wins a free kick for Newcastle. Sinisterra, who it's safe to say has been a handful since he's come on the pitch, Billy.
Yeah, he has. He's a good player, isn't he? He was rocking up in the Eredivisie a couple of years ago. He had a poor season at Leeds. A lot of that was down to injuries, but he's better than Bournemouth's bench, you'd think, wouldn't you?
Guys, I'll warn you one more time. Anybody else putting spoilers in, the mods will just chuck you off the stream, okay? Stop doing it. Wait till we've commentated on it, and then we can all talk about it. I don't see the point you're putting spoilers in. It ruins it for everybody. So wait until me and Billy have mentioned it in the commentary, and then talk about it, please. It's not hard. The problem is, Billy, we've got nobody else to come on and change this game. There's nothing Eddie Howe can do here.
No, absolutely nothing at all. Or maybe you could bring Diallo on with a bit of pace on the flanks. I don't know. I mean, he's left side. Maybe push Gordon right. So we can't take bloody Richie off, can he?
No.
I don't know. I mean, Willock's been absolutely shocking, really, hasn't he?
He's had a poor game.
I mean, look at that. That's terrible.
Here's Sinisterra again, who seems like full of energy for Bournemouth. Senesi now on the halfway line to Zabarnier. Zabarnier plays it forward. Good interception by Joe. Plays it across to Matt Ritchie. Ritchie looking for runners. There's plenty ahead of him into Joe Linton. And I'm not sure what the hell they were trying to do there. But for once, Ricochet goes our way. And it's bounced out now to Livramento on the right-hand side.
Yeah, they've swapped again, haven't they? Trippier and him.
Trippier's gone left, yeah.
The substitution of Lewis Hall at half-time was shocking. I've got to say that straight. And I said it at the time. It's made no sense to me whatsoever. Unless he's injured.
Joe Linton now, who just desperately tried to do something for Newcastle. Lascelles plays it to Cher. Oh, that's beautiful from Cher. And he's away. Fabian Cher bursting forward towards the penalty area.
Oh, pass the ball.
Oh, he has! And Longstaff's put it over. Big opportunity there for Newcastle. I'm not sure if Fabian Cher actually passed it or whether it bounced off him, Billy, when he went down.
Yeah, but he should score, shouldn't he, there? I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's winning fine. There's nothing wrong with his ankle. He's not offside. This guy, he's got to put that away. Yeah. He's leaned back as he's hitting his first sail over the bar. Brilliant from Cher. But yeah, that's poor from Longstaff. He's got to score there.
Wow. And of course, Neto isn't going to rush this free kick, this goal kick. Why should he? The 2-0 up, the cruising. Oh dear. It's going to be a long, miserable drive home for the Toon fans.
Yeah, it's a long old trip down to Bournemouth.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless we pull it out the bag in these last 13 minutes or so. But here's Joe Linton to Willock. And again, Willock it's just not him. That's just not the way.
Cook's absolutely played him out of the game, hasn't
he? Yeah. That looked like a corner. And it's been given as a goal kick. Of course it has. I mean, Willock I don't know. We see this so many times with Willock. He's great for like 4 or 5 games, and then he has one game which is absolutely stinking. And unfortunately, Joe Linton is doing everything possible in the middle of the park. He's all over the place, Joe Linton, in a positive way. He's not getting help.
He's trying, but I mean, there's no excuses here. We've been bloody poor today.
Yeah,
we've been poor today.
But here's Anthony Gordon down the left-hand side now. But again, across comes Smith to win the ball.
Gordon's been poor today. They've all been poor today. Again, I think the manager's been poor. I mean, the Lewis Hall substitution at half-time, to me, ridiculous. Yeah. If he's not injured,
oh, Lascelles, that's an awful pass. Cook intercepts. I don't think, but to be honest, I mean, Joe Linton's been all right, Billy. I think he's trying. He's winning the ball back. He's putting himself about, but he's just getting no help. There's no support.
I mean,
but that's not, you know.
I didn't see the point in putting him up front.
No.
I saw no point in that whatsoever, but he did for a while. And he's kind of changing from one to another. Eddie Howe's performance today has been poor. I know he's got a stacked deck of cards against him. But, I mean, swapping from one to another all the time, swapping positions in game from one side to the other, it stinks to me that he doesn't know what he's doing.
It upsets the balance, doesn't it?
Of course, it's going to be hard for him, but I mean, stick to one thing, and if it doesn't work, then change it, but not keep doing it over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, Bournemouth just playing the ball around here. I mean, flicked in again towards Solanke. Share comes out, but again, Christie's onto it in his shot. Yeah, and now Sinisterra into the box. He's allowed to walk right in and just puts it wide. I thought that was 3, Billy. No challenge at all coming in on Sinisterra there.
We've gone to absolute pieces. Absolute pieces. And yeah, the net kind of went, didn't it, as if it'd gone in.
Yeah. Dylan, thank you for your 199. He says, Alexa, play The Drugs Don't Work by The Verve. Semenyo's going off. I'm pretty happy to see that because he's had a rather good game for Bournemouth today. Caused us all sorts of problems.
They've been very good, Bournemouth. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, who's this bloke coming on, Paul?
Dango Ouattara. Am I right?
I don't know. I assume so. Could be Ouattara.
Ouattara, well, whatever. I couldn't give a shit, to be honest, Billy.
What's that?
Share just gives it straight to Tavernier. Tavernier now on the burst, plays it wide for Solanke. A little bit overhit. Solanke, though, will pull it back into the box. Oh, Sinisterra with a wonderful turn, but brilliant from Lascelles. And he's bollocking everybody that he can possibly look at. Great run again. Solanke's ball in was great, but look at this bit of control by Sinisterra. But Lascelles does not give it up.
Fantastic defending from the captain. Brilliant. And he's not been too bad today, Lascelles, I've got to say.
Yeah, Lascelles has done all right. Yeah, he's given the ball away a few times, but then again, who hasn't?
Well, they all have.
Defending-wise, that was a superb block. And another corner to Bournemouth, of course. They scored their second from a corner, but this time it's cleared away at the near post. But it's now with Tavernier. Tavernier skips around Gordon, floats a ball in. Again, this time Fabian Schär is there to clear. Newcastle look just dead on their feet here. They just look devoid of any confidence or, they are just absolutely shattered. Oh, Joe Linton back to Trippier was a little short, but we get a throw in. So we've got 2 footballs on the pitch all of a sudden.
Yeah, that'll keep that.
That's twice the Bournemouth ball boys have done that.
Yeah, it's time wasting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
I think that suited us better getting a drop ball there, Billy, instead of a throw in because we were able to play the ball out. But this is very, very difficult for Newcastle. I mean, look, there is no doubt, Billy, that injuries have taken the toll on this. You can't say they haven't.
No, they have, without a doubt. But even so, I mean, it's a really poor performance. Good play from Willock.
Willock gets to the byline, crosses it in, nobody there. Sinisterra's give it away to Lascelles. And Newcastle with a little bit of pressure here. Fabian Schär brings it forward. He's got Trippier to the left. Here is Kieran Trippier.
He's going to cut in.
Look how long it took Willock to get back. I mean, just walking back into position.
Joe Willock doesn't play 90 minutes because he tires out after 70. We know that.
Yeah. Here he is on the ball.
Oh,
it was a bad touch, but he's managed to keep the ball. Willock. Oh, he's done brilliantly this time to get to the byline. Oh, but then Christie comes in and takes the ball off.
He's dead on his feet, Willock.
Yeah, I mean, he just barged his way through there, didn't he? He did really well. Played first time. You get to that situation, you're expecting the first time ball to come in. I mean, look, injuries play a part, but the bigger players haven't stepped up today, have they?
No, there's been no creativity. I mean, we literally can't play without Bruno. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
How have they got away with that?
Gordon forces Christie right into the byline here. Christie turns though, but it can only find Trippier. Trippier to Longstaff. Longstaff doesn't find the Newcastle player. Solanke is there, plays a lovely ball into Sinisterra, and suddenly Bournemouth spring out like chickens. Long ball, testing the pace of Lascelles again. Oh, he didn't get there.
He got there as quick as
Yeah, that's a yellow card any day of the week.
He got there as quick as he could, to be fair to him.
Well, the referee hasn't booked him yet. I think he's just checking to see if he's all right first, and then pulls out the yellow card for Jamal. I think as blatant a yellow card as we're going to see this afternoon, Billy.
Yeah, he got there as quick as he could. He nearly caught him in the showers. He was that late.
I tell you what, Billy.
Scissored him and all. Yeah, have a look at this.
Absolutely.
All we need is a 3-match ban for the captain. It's not really, as well as all the injuries, but
yeah. But it just goes to show how much of an influence Bruno is on this team, Billy.
Yeah, he's irreplaceable. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I mean, this isn't happening with Bruno on the side. Absolutely not. We'd have a control of the ball in the middle of the park. We'd have an out ball all the time. We've had none of those today. A step too far for us, unfortunately.
Yep, dangerous position for a free kick as well. Which they seem to be taking a long time. The referee's just having a nice conversation with Christie there. In it comes. It's deflected. Corner to Bournemouth. Ah, dear. It's one of them, that you just have to take on the chin, Billy. Like a Dutch hooker. Take it on the chin. Did I really say that?
I think you did. Trouble here. Ooh, good header.
Yeah. And now Willock.
Suddenly looks like fantastic tonight.
Well, I think all of Bournemouth have been yellow card for Cook, I believe. There, I'm not sure what that was for, Billy.
Dissent, I imagine.
Yeah. Or was it for a foul? Oh no, yeah, he's looking for a handball. They're not going to get a handball for that. Oh, VAR. Oh, Billy.
That's
it did hit his arm.
He's controlled with his hand, hasn't he?
Yeah, this could be a little dicey here.
Controlled with his arm. They're playing him.
Oh, well.
Very odd.
Yeah, but no. Dylan, thanks for another 199 super chat. Captain trips on FPL just keeps getting worse. Yeah. Not the brightest of moves there to make him captain of your fantasy Premier League team. Although then again, he's, the points he racks up on FPL, you know.
No, he won't be getting any today. I'm certain. I haven't been booked or anything, but no assists.
No, nothing. And it looks like 2 games in a row we're not being able to play our goal scoring music, Billy.
Oh, dear me.
I mean, there's just nothing. I mean, we just look devoid of any ideas, any creativity.
No, we've got nothing.
Nah.
We've got a bare bones side, and I mean, there's players there that haven't played many games, and even they look knackered.
Christ, I thought you were going to say we've got a bare backside there, Billy. I thought, what the hell? Devonshire Magpie 86, welcome to Members Club. Thank you for joining, and thank you for your support on the channel. Here is Anthony Gordon in the penalty area. He's now about 20 yards out the penalty area. Here's Joe Willock. Gives it out wide to Tino Livramento. Livramento back inside to Willock. Willock, Longstaff flicks it on to Ryan Christie. And Ryan Christie breaks forward for Bournemouth. And Bournemouth are breaking at pace. They've got a 5-on-3 here. If he plays the right ball, they're in. They're certainly in here. Solanke, and it's into the side netting again. Big opportunity missed by Solanke.
Should have been his hat-trick. Should have been his hat-trick. Come on, lads, in the chat now. We're losing, but there's no need to fight amongst each other. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, behave, guys. Come on. We're losing, but let's not fall apart. Let's not be those fans, please. Kenzie says, we're leaving it late to win the game. Well, tell you what. If we win the game from here, I will helicopter live on air. I don't know why I say them things, Billy, because it's Newcastle United we're talking about here. And, you know, anything can happen. Gordon, nice ball out. Ooh, Gordon reacted a little bit angrily there. It's clear that they're frustrated, Billy. They're knackered. And that's when your sort of discipline goes as well.
You can tell Gordon's knackered because he's got no pace.
Yeah. And again, this time, he's got past Kieran Trippier. Sorry, it's Matt Ritchie. I'm not sure where the hell our fullbacks are. Sinistera wants a goal for himself.
Save.
Pope is there again and denies Solanke on the rebound. And it's fair to say, if it wasn't for Nick Pope today, Billy, it could have been 5 or 6.
Yeah, it could have been. We've been absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Sense for Monica. Leave it alone.
Yeah, let's behave, guys. Come on, this is a family channel. We want it to be a family channel, so let's not lose our rag with each other. Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
Oh, well, for me.
Well, I thought that was a foul, but here comes Bournemouth again. And this could be 3. It's straight at Nick Pope. My goodness me.
Good job there, shit in front of goal. That's, I mean, Solanke must be going mental there because he's got a rolled in hat trick there.
Yeah.
Sinister totally ignored him.
Dylan, thank you for gifting a Toon Review membership, matey. That is very kind. Thank you so much. As Willock tries to set Parkinson in, but can't get him in. We're into injury time here. I'm just waiting to see 7 minutes of injury time. Oh, my God. Gordon now down the left-hand side again.
Use your left.
Trying to turn onto his right. Pulls it back to Joe Linton. Joe Linton tries a little...
What are you doing?
Well, that's better. Joe Linton. Now Gordon will get a cross in. There's nobody there for Newcastle United. Bounces to Ritchie. And it's straight at the keeper. I mean, it was a good opportunity that for Matt Ritchie. And, you know, even at his age, you'd expect him to curl it away from the keeper. But unfortunately, you know, Neto's going to catch them every day. And, of course, he's had the ball for about at least a minute now. And then launches the worst goal kick I have probably ever seen.
Kicking the ball away there as well.
Yeah. Well, how was that not a yellow card? I mean, he'll turn around and say, well, you know, I was trying to keep it in play. But that was blatantly sudden obvious. I mean, Solanke's been nothing short of brilliant for Bournemouth today. And I mean, the stats are there, Billy. He's been massive, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He's been outstanding. Should have had a hat-trick.
Oh, we're in trouble now. We've gone to sleep again. And again, Sinistera plays it to the left, back in front. And it, to Tavernier, totally messes it up. Simple tapping, and he's put it wide. And it put it straight back on Kieran Trippier. And Trippier puts his arms up for a foul. I think he's got it. I mean,
he's a prick, that Cliver, isn't he? Or is it Tavernier?
He is an arsehole, yeah. Don't mess with Cher, matey. You fucking bell end. Alan Kennedy, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, I nearly went today, but flu stopped me.
Thank God for that.
I've supported our team for 70 years, but it's hard to pick a game as bad as this, so thank you to the flu. Jesus. Oh, don't come out with all this bollocks about Eddie Howe won't last and Eddie Howe this. Come on, guys. What the hell is he supposed to do? I mean, yes, he's managed this game a little bit strangely, but Christ, man. Trippier's playing centre-back now, Billy. Just...
Well, they're all playing wherever they want to play, really.
Yeah. I mean, Livermento's gone up front. It's not going to get us back in the game, though. Bournemouth, we've lost the plot here completely. Good defending by Lascelles brings it forward for Newcastle United.
There you go,
4 minutes of the injury time left. Here's Joe Willock. No support up with him. Has to roll it back now to Richie, to Joe Linton. Joe Linton sticks his ass out and does really well. Inside now to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff plays it out to the left-hand side where Fabian Scher is. Into Gordon now. Gordon has a look, see who's available. Lovely ball through to Longstaff. Longstaff's first ball in is cleared. It was actually better football from Newcastle there.
Good football, yeah.
Fabian Scher looks like he wants to have a go. He's going to have a dig, and it's 10 yards over the bar.
That sums up everything. Andy Ambier, we know Anthony's shit. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And the Newcastle fans still singing away there, as they always do. And Emil Kraft is going to come on here. I'm not sure.
Can't last 90 minutes. He's fucked.
Well, he's lasted 94, Billy.
Yeah. I mean,
Eddie Howe stopped him there. I wonder what's going on there. Willock looked like he was running straight down the tunnel there, Billy, and Eddie Howe stopped him. I wonder what's going on.
I don't think he'll be happy with the performance. He won't be happy with anything. I mean, they're making changes now. I mean,
yeah. Long ball into the night sky again. Lascelles heads it on. Parkinson was a mile offside, and now the flag does go up because he obviously got involved in the play. Come on, Sean. Just give them the ball. What's the point arguing this stage of the game, man? Jesus.
I don't think I've seen Sean Longstaff play so poorly under Eddie Howe. I think he's been absolutely awful today.
Well, him and a number of others.
Without his energy, he's just not the player, is he? These lot laughing around if they win the World Cup, they've got to come to St James's yet. And when they do, I hope we give them the biggest hiding of their lives. They've acted like real cock-asses today, haven't they?
Yeah, especially him. Tavernier. Is he related to the Tavernier that plays for Rangers, Billy?
I think he's his brother, isn't it? Younger brother.
They do look alike, I must say.
But he's acted like he's some big Tom Charlie today. Fucking knob.
Yeah. Anyway, a couple of minutes of injury time now. I mean, I don't understand why the Newcastle fans are singing about Tonali. It's bizarre, that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's one of the reasons why we're in this kind of threadbare situation. Let's be perfectly frank about it.
Yep.
I don't care whether he's an addict or not. He is, but, it's not our fault, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
We're the one getting punished for it, so, yeah. Not a lot.
Yeah, guys, 1,600 still watching. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new and like what you see. Don't forget to keep giving us the thumbs up, guys. We want to try and hit 1,000 likes. So just take a couple of seconds out now to hit the thumbs up. If you have enjoyed the commentary today, thank you so much. And those of you who are subscribing, please do hit the notification bell, which will also let you know when we go and schedule our live shows or we do any recordings. So thank you very much for that. Long ball played forward. We're in the last 30 seconds of additional time. And Christie is breaking away. Trippier again has just been brushed off the ball so easy. Sinisterra's in a mile of space. And what a save by Nick Pope. I mean, that is blood. It took a deflection as well, Billy.
Brilliant save. I mean, if anyone comes out with any credit, it's Nick Pope. He's been
he's man of the match.
Sensational.
100% Newcastle's man. That is incredible reflexes.
Is a phenomenal save. And now he's not in the England squad. When he's keeping like that, is beyond me. That's an unbelievable save.
That is incredible.
That's potentially save of the season. That is an amazing save. Come on, ref, blow up. No need for any extra time. We've had enough.
Toon Jesus, yes, we are going to do a 25k show at some point. Of course, it's come at the right time, Billy, with the international break.
Yeah, it's almost as if we told you like that. We didn't.
Know.
Okay,
Mrs. Toon Review says any idiots will be knocked off the chat, so keep it respectful. Indeed. But that's it, guys. The match has come to an end. Thank Christ for that. The pain is over. It is finished. Bournemouth 2, Newcastle United 0. And Billy, we never got going today.
It's been an appalling 90 minutes of football, let's be honest. They've wanted it from minute one, Bournemouth. You've got to give them credit for their attitude in the game. They knew we were weak inside, and they've got at it from minute one, and they're out Newcastle United today. Yeah.
I mean, it was obvious from the off, wasn't it, that Bournemouth were going to press hard. They were going to come at us. And I mean, Eddie looks furious, doesn't he?
I'm not surprised. I mean,
asking Sean if he's okay. I mean,
I'm not surprised that he's furious, but I mean, he's got to take responsibility because I mean, some of his in-game management today was appalling, in my opinion. We don't know the full situation behind it, of course. I'm saying that with a caveat. If Lewis Hall is injured, then fine. But he did the same against Dortmund. He was fit enough to play today, so I'm going to guess he isn't. Lewis Hall should not have come off at half-time. It disrupted the balance of the side, which wasn't great in the first half anyway. And since then, it's been some slightly odd situations of substitutions. Well, I've got to say, I don't know why Lewis Miley came off because I don't think he was doing too bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wanted to. I guess he wanted to put a striker on, didn't he? I mean, that's the reason why I think we saw, Parkinson come on. But it made no difference at the end of the day, Billy. Did it? It just made none.
I mean, without Bruno Guimaraes in the side, we have no creativity. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs to be in. We're a Champions League side, and yet we can't go and get a result at Bournemouth when we've made them look like AC Milan tonight. Let's be honest.
I mean, look, it could have been 6 or 7 if it wasn't for Nick Pope. There's no doubt about that. In my opinion, I think he's not in the England squad. I don't understand. Ramsdale's not playing football yet. He gets ahead of Nick Pope, which I think is absolutely shocking, to be honest. We know Nick Pope's got his problems with certain things, but tonight he was just magnificent.
Well, if he does that week in, week out, he's the best keeper in the league, apart from Pickford, I'd say. I think Pickford is we criticise him all you like as a Malcolm. He's been a prick in the past, but he's a good goalkeeper. Behind him, Nick Pope's definitely behind him, the second best. Yeah. When he's like that. When he plays like that, and if he can play like that week in, week out, he's got to be in the England squad. Got to be.
Cheers, Fez. Thanks, buddy. Foxy says weekend ruins tough to take, but we keep our heads up and move on to the next game. It's a long season. It is, and again, hopefully this break will give us the opportunity to get players back. Just take a little bit of time out. It just seems that every bloody time we go into a national break, Billy, it's about resetting and getting the heads right again. Yeah,
I'm glad the likes of Gordon and people aren't in the squad because they're knackered. You can tell Anthony Gordon wasn't himself tonight. Getting outrun by Cook in the middle of the park. Out sprinted. It was, he's not got that little yard of pace that he always has. He's tired. He needs a rest. Same with a lot of them. Joe Linton's another one. Willock, another one.
Longstaff as well. I mean,
Longstaff definitely.
I mean, the position he plays, Billy, he's got to get through an awful lot of work every single time he puts on that shirt. And he gets through. We know how much running he does every single game. That has simply got to take its toll. It has to.
But I mean, it's not just him. Fabian Schär, another one who hasn't performed great tonight. Kieran Trippier. They're all knackered. They played every game that's important. I mean, they've only missed Carabao Cup games, and even then they've been coming on as subs. So yeah, it's too many games for us. This is a prize success, I'm afraid.
I mean, I would love to see Kieran Trippier pull out the England squad. I don't think he will, but I would love to see it. If Callum Wilson goes away with England, Billy, I think I'll be quite pissed off. Because if he's not fit now, then don't send him to the England squad. Simple Absolutely. As that. Because he's still going to be training, etc., isn't he, with England? So he's still going to be playing a part. Yeah. So, there's no doubt that Eddie's going to give some of these lads some time off during this 2-week break, which it'll be right to do. The lads that aren't on international duty, have a rest, recuperate, get yourselves back to fitness, and let's go again in 2 weeks' time. But for me, sometimes you have to make some decisions, and the manager might have a chat with Kieran Trippier and say, look, I know playing for your country is very, very important, but, the club comes first. And in this situation, when we're playing so many games, we need Kieran Trippier at his fittest, and that's mentally and physically, Billy. The same with Callum Wilson.
And Miggy Almiron. Miggy Almiron's come off today with an injury. There's no way he should be going to the other side of the world to play international football. Absolutely not. We're the bread and butter at the end of the day. We're the one that paid the wages. We should be able to kind of pull players out, and think the fact that Callum Wilson didn't start today because he was injured. There's no way on God's earth he should be going to international duty. Absolutely not.
I agree. 100% agree. Look, this is a time now where we need to, the the manager and the owners, they need to just sit down and say, right, we need to be very, very cutthroat about this, and maybe we need our players to have a rest. We need them just to take a bit of time out, a bit of relaxation time, because let's face it, Billy, this international break, especially for England, right? Come on, we should be the two teams that England are playing in this international break. We should be beaten with the reserve side, right? So they're not big internationals. These two. So why risk our players going away again? And it's the travel involved as well, and stuff like that. Just pull out the England squad, get the rest that you need, get yourselves fit again to go, because it's when they come back, Billy. We've got Carabao Cup, we've got Champions League, we've got League, Christmas period coming up, which is always a busy time.
Yeah.
We need our squad back. So why go for ridiculous, stupid internationals that aren't important? Because we know that England are easily going to, win these two games with reserve teams. There's no need for them to go. And if Callum Wilson has any issue with his hamstring, he shouldn't be sent anywhere. The medical team should just say, look, you're not going. You can't go. We need you here to keep your treatment going and recuperate.
Well, let's be honest. After this international break, that's it then, through to February. That's the next international break.
Yeah.
And it's 2 games a week all the way through to January. Then the FA Cup comes in. So, it's not a case of having any rest. We've got to spend big in January. I don't care. I don't care about FFP. We have to spend big in January.
Huge month.
We have to buy at least 4 players, in my opinion. At least 4.
Yeah, I agree. Samsonite Dove, thank you for your 50 Danish kroner. He says, think instrumental that Howe didn't start rotating before the injuries started piling up, and Bruno was a huge miss. I mean, you take Bruno out of any side and they're going to be a huge miss, to be honest. Look, I just think we need to rest these players now. Tell them that, force them not to go, Billy. Tell them. As much as they like to represent the country, they have to think of the club first, and they have to think of their fitness, which is affecting the football club.
I don't think Wilson will go. I don't think he can go. I think Trippier probably will, but he shouldn't. Almiron certainly shouldn't. He's gone off injured today with what looked like some kind of strain, so he'll be out for 2 months, 2 weeks or so. So that gets him away from the. Yeah, it's come at the right time, but only if we can keep our players in house, if you like.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go, guys. That is the watch along. Let's just look at the poll that we put up earlier on. Would you like Paul and Billy to do the mental health show live or recorded? Live is 74%, Billy.
Looks like live it is then.
So it looks like we are going to do that live. We will do that during the international break as well, because, well...
Let's not do it tonight.
Oh, God, no.
We're jumping off roofs and all sorts.
Yeah, I've done that before. Remember Wolves last season, Billy, before the takeover? Holy hell. That fan forum we did was like a bloody... it was like a counselling session. But good news happened, 24 hours later after that one. But this time around... listen, I want to burn that green kit. I want to burn it into the ground and for it to disappear and never come back.
We did wear it at Sheffield United, didn't we?
Did we?
I think so.
Well, yeah, but we also had a fully fit squad back then, Billy, if you remember. So, never mind. But thank you very much, everybody. Guys, we're on 954 likes here. We want to get onto 1,000. So, if you haven't already, just go and hit that thumbs up button. See if we can get to 1,000 before we finish. That would be incredible. Thank you so much to everybody that has hit the thumbs up button. Thank you to the mods. You've had a very, very busy watch along, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you also to everybody that's put a super chat in.
It was blue for Sheffield United. So yeah, get rid of the green kit, burn it.
Yeah, there you go. So thank you very much to everybody for super chats, new memberships, and of course those that donated memberships. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. And also thank you to Billy for his company this afternoon. But every time goes out to you guys out there, because you make the stream. You keep coming back. It is fantastic for us to do these shows for you guys out there. And I know how much it means to you, and everybody coming at us saying, it really helps me during dark times. That's what we try and do. Bring a bit of laughter to the situation as well. We've hit the 1,000 likes as well. So thank you so much, guys. Me and Billy will be back again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Yes, Billy?
Obviously, there won't be no instant reaction to the page on the Patreon, but what we have got in substitute is sometime this week there will be another Toon Legend show with me and Tom.
Indeed. So thank you very much, guys. I'm just thinking.
Unless you fancy doing the Patreon with us.
Yeah, why not? We can do a 15-minute one. Yeah, me and Billy will do that now. We'll record that now, and that'll be up on our Patreon page sometime this evening. So the links will be across all our socials. Join our Facebook group if you're on Facebook. We have a fantastic group on there. We're on Instagram, Twitter, all across the socials. And of course, I will let everybody know when that's up and running. But the Patreon page is linked in the description. Just for a small fee every month, you get to become a patron of the Toon Review and get some extra podcasts from us. Right, that is it. We will see you on YouTube anyway tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the match review and the player ratings. Until then, enjoy your Saturday night, folks. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you very soon. Good night.
Away the lads and lasses.
Come back and check out some green.